Terror Spaces. Hello and welcome to The Ether. Today is Tuesday, November 8th, 2022. Today on The Ether, part 1 of the 2-part RAC FM Daily, episode 2, sponsored by Racøøn.bet. Not me, but like them. RAC FM. Let's take a listen.
Wow. I actually thought, I don't know what part of me, what shred of my existence thought that fucking RAC FM could be a serious show. Like, I was like, oh, we'll do RAC FM. Serious, like, show, you know. We'll do some news. We'll do some geopolitics. Like, 30 minutes to 1 hour. Yeah, and then last night came. We did fucking 3 hours. We absolutely just trashed the industry. Rama's waking up today. He's listening. He's setting fires. We'll get onto those fires after we get onto a bit of macro. However, this is recorded, right? It's recorded, yeah, for 24 hours. I want to give a special shout out to the women of Cosmos. And I know they're not here. It's the women of Cosmos. The women of Raccoons. Sorry. While we wait for the room to fill up, yeah? So while we wait for the room to fill up, I just want to pay a bit of respect to our ladies, our queens, right? Amanda, for one. Bbandz, for another. Sandy, we've got Molly going on. We're about to indoctrinate Jade to the conversation, right? So what I want to do, guys, is before we start, because Rama's just set fire to the entire industry, on day 2 of the Atom Conference, and I'm not going to go there yet. There's loads to talk about. Let's talk about some bad shit, but let's pay homage to the women of Cosmos. And I want to say, women, you're not belters, you're racksters. Are you listening, ladies? Uh-oh. She is a belter. Johnny Cinnamon on the decks.
She is a belter, different from the rest.
Diamonds on her fingers and she always looks her best. She is a gangster. 100 miles stare when she walks. Her feet don't touch the ground. She is a rock star. Are you listening, ladies? Well, love ya. We want more. We want more ladies now. The class.
She plays
lightning.
Have 100 miles high. Does she let the thunder like a god inside the sky? She is a dancer.
And she dances in my dreams.
Reminds me that the world is not as evil as it seems. She is a belter.
She's in bed with Rama. She's in bed with Rama. That's where she is.
No happy
endings
unless fairy tales come true. But she looks like a princess and there's not much else to do.
I think I love her. Rama loves her. Don't let no one in. Not even belters, not even racksters. Hey, Rama, thumbs down, you prick. We're talking about the women. We're talking about the women of Raccoons here, man. How dare you, Rama? How dare you talk to a woman like that? Molly will do a fucking nothing over you, Rama. Say your fires over friends. Anyway, Bbandz. Wait, are you ready? Are you ready?
Catch it each day.
the shelf, lost inside a smoke ring. So I wonder to myself, is she the answer to the question in my mind? Is Rama an autistic? Oh, he dropped that in. Is Rama an autistic, or has she just changed my mind? And the fairy tales come true.
But she looks like a princess.
So what do love her?
She gets underneath my skin, but I've been stuck a few times. So what
Don't let no one in, not even rocksters. That's what they are, guys. These women, the rocksters. Do not let them split the community.
She is a belter. She is a belter. She is a belter.
Anyway, it's nice to be joined by some fellow intelligent people. Wow, what a day it's been, man. I mean, last night, I tried to go back and listen to the show today. It was just absolutely incredible, like some of the shit I heard from Tank, the shit I heard from LiLGainzz, man. I mean, we were going to be trying to be serious, but there was obviously like a straightforward impossibility with us. Like, it's good luck trying to be like serious with us lot in the industry, right? Hello, Mayor. Hello, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I like the time. This is good timing for me.
Well, we just want to I think, I'll tell you what, Mia, the objective behind this from me is that it's election season. I think the next 10 to 12 days to 14 days are going to be rough. And I want to be here to help, soothe you through whatever I can do to help, service my friends over in the pond, yeah? And then you've got Rama, fucking burning people. Mia, have you seen what Rama's been doing while you've been asleep or not? Jesus.
Yes, I have seen that. And I do find, the whole validator thing, and I get it. And I think, Racøøn, we don't validate, but we have a lot of friends that are validators. But I also agree 100%. We have to hold the community accountable for what the top level validators are doing. I mean, I think that's kind of what Rama's gist is. I don't want to speak for him, but I really see that's just what he's doing. It's let's hold these guys accountable. Let's do what's best for the overall community. And
I think the issue is being number 2 in the active set. Do you deserve a number 2 slot? No, you don't. You don't deserve to be in the top 50 for what you put into that. Anyway, that's not what the show's supposed to be about. Good morning, Tank.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hey, it creeps me out, even though I love all of you guys to death. I'm the only cat amongst a bunch of raccoons, and I feel like I'm getting cornered right now.
You could, Tank, you're all right. Tank gets a free pass. Tank gets a free pass every day of the week. Lord's joined us as well. Rama's come up to speak. Rama, Tank gets a free pass every single day of the week. Yeah, he's got no worries.
Tank is a rack by heart, a rack by nature, and we understand that Tank needs to represent his baby, his project, and that's fine with me.
So what you doing, Rama? What you doing, you fucking little autistic cunt, setting fires left, right and centre? What you playing that one?
So there's a pretty interesting tweet that was put out. They did analysis based on MintScan's new features, so you can actually go and see who the you can basically get a rating of every validator for all of the chains that they validate, and kind of rank them by their delegators. So friends. Rank number 2, 123,511 unique delegators. What?
Imagine how early. Imagine how early the clever people are. like us. Like, imagine how early we are, man. Oh, it's unbelievable.
And it's
Yeah, I haven't used that mint scan yet, but I hear it's a really nice tool to be able to see, you know, a lot of information of who's how many delegations they have, what all that stuff. So, man, thanks for bringing that up again, Robert. I need to look at that.
Yeah, so like, I don't necessarily have a problem with friends themselves. I do, but I don't. I have a problem with them being so highly ranked in all of the validator sets across the ecosystem, right? They, like, sure, you need people who are all happy and, you know, post rockets and moonships. No problem. Like, I don't necessarily have, like, the greatest joy in, how do I word this semi-nicely? I don't have a problem with a lot of what Cedo does. I think he provides a lot of value to the ecosystem and helps, you know, the average Joe. His validation services are ranked accordingly, right? And he's ranked pretty well across a number of ecosystems, but he's not like in the top 10 across every chain, right? Friends are newer. I think they provide substantially less value than Cedo. And the majority of their content is just like posting rockets and like, good morning, future atom balls, rocket ship. And I'm like, come on, guys. Like, there's got to be a balance, and you need to have some critical thought and some critical thinking in what you do. And posting like a YouTube video every other month or every other week as like your content, I don't see you providing any other services to the ecosystem. And yet delegators choose to flock to people who just post rockets and moons.
That's the longest description. That's a lot, because Tank's got his hand up. That is the longest description of the word pleb I have ever heard in my entire life. I have to say that. Tank, you want to talk to Rami, yeah?
No, well, yeah, I wanted to kind of touch base on what you guys are talking about and actually just say something before I forget it. I've been up for a long time this morning. The time schedule thing is screwing with me and amongst many other things, but I've been working on a few projects that's really kept me up over the past couple of weeks. And this is kind of all blending together as you guys are talking about this. As you know, we were talking with Amanda yesterday about a few things and whatnot. I just kind of want to give you guys a little bit of alpha, a little bit of heads up. I'm like very dead serious when I say this. I'm working on a signaling proposal within the Juno ecosystem to put on Commonwealth that is going to be addressing a number of things all in I don't want to, I hate because right now I'm having a really hard time with a lot of proposals bundling things together, but this signaling proposal that I'm working on is going to be addressing quite a bit of different things as far as decentralization in the validator set, helping find a way to increase marketing awareness throughout the the Juno ecosystem, and then also hopefully, realistically and sustainably over a long period of time, reducing the overall circulating supply of Juno entirely. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there. It's definitely still in the works. I'm making sure that this comes out as clean as possible, as well written, as well documented and presented as I possibly can, because I think this is a super, super big deal. I'm doing this because I don't want to see, especially Juno and everything that's being thought out or worked on right now, or being dealt with right now in the Juno ecosystem, ending up in the years to come like Atom and like a lot of other things. So I'm being very, very serious when I say this, guys. I could really use your guys' constructive criticism with it when it does come out, and then also support if you guys find it at all.
Tank, I've heard you talking. I think this is like the third or fourth time I've heard you talking about a burn mechanism for Juno. Rama, Tank's hooked on a burning mechanism for Juno. I've heard this like several times from have you got anything to say, Rain Man?
Well, I want to say before Rama says that, that when I was speaking about those things, it was definitely in specific instances. And what I'm doing right now, I'm not going to let all that information out right now because it's not ready. This has nothing to do with per se like a swap or burn. I definitely do think that it has a bit to do with like going to a dead wallet. Yeah, I'll burn in that instance, but yeah, it's very, very kind of different for each thing, but not. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
How much reduction? No, how much reduction would you want to see? Like it's only it's 178 million, right? 185, right? Okay, sorry, 185. Yeah. Is there any need to reduce Juno supply? I'm not too sure about that. I don't know.
Well, for me, it's more of like right now, it's kind of the conversations before. Like a lot of things are being built. A lot of excuse me, way too early. A lot of things are being built. Using Juno. Not a lot of transactions. It's just kind of funny that we're always talking about with the RAC community. But if you look at the current landscape of Juno, not a lot of transactions actually happened with Juno. You can look at Loop right now. Loop came in on the backs of Juno holders with the community funds. Well, first thing they do is they have their own token launched on their platform. They don't even accept Juno as a way to actually buy NFTs. Right? It's either USDC or Loop. And it kind of like I have problems with that. Then you have Lavana coming in, and they have their own thing with their own platform and stuff like that. Everybody's wanting to come in. I'm super bullish on DAO as well, but like okay, but you even have DAO has even now their own kind of like micro economies within the ecosystem, and we need to find a way. As much as people might not like the discussion, but we need to find a way to actually make Juno like the transaction means in our ecosystem, right? Like look at it's the same discussion. If you prevent that, it's the same discussion. We'll end up just like Atom, where we're having to reinvent the whole monetary system because what's Atom good for, right? Like it is like it's long-term thinking, and we can always fractionalize, and that's why we have Satoshi's using Bitcoin as an analogy, right? Like that's fine, but we have infinite amounts of zeros when it comes to Juno. But we need to find a way, like in my opinion, to reduce it, like to use Juno and for more than just like swapping and or trading amongst ourselves.
Rama, take the floor, son.
Yeah, so I can help you out with one of those things. Maybe I just DM'd you on Discord. The Juno Core 2 team has been working on and has published 6 days ago a Commonwealth thread for the launch of a communications subDAO. It identifies about 15 to 20 objectives, and there are 3, 6, 7, 8 roles and some temporary members to help bootstrap it, which are just kind of Core 2 members. There is funding of 20,000 Juno to be moved over from the previous marketing multi-sig, and deployment. So there's a bunch already up there. Maybe go check that out. I think perhaps the job of communicating that has not been good enough, funnily enough. But I think that'll fill your appetite. I've had a read of it. It sounds pretty good.
I didn't even know. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. So check that out. That's really nice. I won't tweet it out, but feel free. Other people tweet it. I'll share it. My account's currently causing carnage, so no point tweeting out something really nice at the moment. The second part around the supply, I'm quite hesitant to change the supply only because of how young Juno is. The reason for that is, let me use an example. Anyone can burn Juno, right? So an example is Fortis, when it goes live, you will have the ability to burn native Juno, Atom, Osmo into another token called Ash. It's a real Juno burn. It's not like BFOT, GFOT type burn. They send those Junos to the burn address and they disappear forever. Anyone can do that in a contract, and it will natively burn the supply and lower the supply. 185 million is already quite low, and we're only at about, what are we? Let me have a quick look so I don't say some stupid number. I think we're at like 90 million. Supply, sorry, we are at 67.92 million. That's of 67. Yeah, so we're only at 67 of 185, right? Our inflation goes for another 10 years or something, let's say. I'd like to see how our bonded rate goes with the lower inflation. I put out the poll to like reduce the staking duration to try and help with that, encourage more people to stake. I would suggest that when we get proper liquid staking protocols on Juno, with the likes of Quicksilver and using Equation's liquid staking module, the bonded rate will probably go up substantially, similar to Atom. And there's no reason why Juno can't be, an ICS chain of itself, or using mesh security.
Rama is comparing Atom to Juno, like comparing like apples to battery acid.
Sure. I think the chains really
they're very two different chains. Very two different chains.
Yeah. I kind of like the vision that Juno has, being this kind of development hub. Those Junos will get used. I think things that we could do would be, give us liquid staking. People will use that shit. Give us like another 1,000 DApps. People will use that shit. Give us
do people not realize that like this SBF CZ shit is like really good for Juno and others, but particularly like for permissionless public networks? I mean, I don't know about you, bro.
Yeah, like, if you look at what we currently have on Juno, it's really low, and we have low volume because it's in a bear. I think there's a lot of things we could do before we look at, potential supply burns. I agree that we need to do something to kind of generate enough interest and hype to kind of increase demand for the token. At the moment, we're in like the bottom of the bear market. The reason why the price isn't going up is not because people aren't buying. The reason why the price is not going up is because we have substantial sell pressure because people are building, right? All of these teams that are being funded, people are selling rewards to pay for, infrastructure, for devs, blah, blah, blah. When it actually turns around and, we've got another 50 apps running, we've got 7 dexes, we've got liquid staking, we've got protocols that actually have demand, we've got NFT marketplaces.
Our devs are having to sell like Juno stashes for salaries. Like this is like our devs are living on their crypto right now, guys. I'm living on my crypto right now.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of it, right? I think, the fact that we've held this kind of $2, $3, like this high 2s, low 3s area throughout all of this, I think is really positive. We could have easily dropped down to like Osmo levels.
It didn't go sub. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when you were speaking. I'm like, it didn't go down to what Osmo did, like 80 cents or whatever.
Yeah, right. We've got lower supply. We've got now we have kind of we've got double the inflation. Oh, sorry, double the APR. I would suggest that we probably have similar sell pressure, and we have substantially less utility. Like if you think,
I actually agree with everything that Ram is saying, and I just kind of want to add, my thoughts was definitely not to be like a very aggressive reduction at all. Like if anything, just a little bit like a very minimal and subtle. But the whole premise of it all is to supply some sort of back end pressure in the whole grand scheme of things, because we can't just have like a flow, right? Like there needs to be some kind of back end pressure. Hold on a second, guys. I didn't know that kids are going to be off today for voting, and I'm like, why are kids off? I don't understand. But yeah, that's kind of what my thought.
What? Kids are off for voting? What? That's mad.
Yeah, go. But yeah, that's kind of like where my thought was, is just to create some sort of small back end pressure or tension in the supply. Because I agree with just about everything Ram is saying. Like, it's definitely very, very early. It's an infant. Like I do think, and I agree with what Robo was saying. Like this whole ordeal between FTT and Binance and all this other stuff is actually really, really bullish. Again, for a permissionless smart contract ecosystem like we have with Juno. But yeah, that's where my main focus was. Is like always to have some sort of back end pressure. And when I was saying, because I agree with Mayor, and everybody else. Like, I'm not trying to say like Atom and Juno are comparable because they're very, very different. I was just saying like in the monetary scheme of things, because like that is very, very comparable. I mean, you can see that because we're in a proof of stake ecosystem that's weighted on governance. And so in that sense, everything is very comparable about how, I don't want to say abuse, how it gets used, right? How assets get used to sustain themselves, entities use it to sustain themselves and whatnot. I'm not trying to compare like what they do. But anyway,
Yeah.
Wait, Rama, Joe's going to come in. Let's bring Joe in. Hello, Joe.
I wanted to quickly respond before Joe got
sorry, Rama. Sorry.
A final note to Tank, and very, very quickly. Some of the things that we can do to kind of help the future sustainability of Juno. We have 15 million Juno in the community pool at the moment, right? If that starts to get used and it starts to get a little bit low, I think the best idea for a number of these chains is to like increase the community tax. It's like 2% at the moment. These things, if we know that we're going to spend them and we're going to start to like draw down on it, before that happens, increase the community tax, keep that topped up, and supply in the community pool is for the future. It should be used, and it's a positive thing, comes out of transactions. So people using it, top it back up. That's the right way to do it. Not a big fan of like, hey, let's go and mint a shitload of tokens for Juno.
You wonder why we keep them in the shoebox. You wonder why Winston guards them night after night religiously. Winston doesn't sleep. I put Winston in the room at 11, and he's like, Winston stays awake, guarding that shoebox, man. Joe, hello, mate. Joe's like, Joe.
Hey, good morning.
Joe, I got a bit of shit about you yesterday because I said I like your voice. And Amanda and Bbandz were like, like they would try to mate. I said, like, he sounds like he's just had 2 cigars and 5 cups of coffee. Mate, welcome back to.
I'll take any compliment during the bear market.
Dude, I listened back to you last night, actually, on the so last night's was 3 hours, the first RAC FM. You were the first person to speak, and I listened back, and I was like, oh, yeah, on the money. Joe and I do chat to guys in the DMs about several things, and he is on the same, context as what I am in regard to, we just need to be, normal people who can live our lives in, a standard way. Joe, do you think Juno needs a burn mechanism right now?
I'm totally against burning tokens unless it's a dire need. But what I do think is, the inflation, there's no real way to line up the emissions with the adoption, it looks like, and these super high inflation tokens, which Juno is definitely one of them. During a bear market, the tokenomics looks bad. During a bull market, the tokenomics looks great because you're emitting a high number of tokens into the ecosystem while, theoretically, new people should be onboarding, discovering the dApps, using the token. I wish there was a way maybe to, alter the supply emissions, when the market is booming versus the market is completely dead. I think that would take a lot of the focus off the price because the market cap is holding up really well for a brand new chain. I think the token could have easily dumped a lot lower.
Yeah, it very easily could have. But like you said, Juno is only a little bit over a year old.
And not only that, the project tokens on Juno, some of them are weeks or months old. And at first, when Juno Swap was getting built up, and I was like, why do we need Juno Swap? We have Osmosis. And now you see all these projects on Juno. I'm like, you know what? Juno Swap we need to trade all these, layer 2 tokens or whatever you want to call them. I call them project tokens. Juno Swap is going to be really important when there are 1,000 DAOs built with DAO, right? Or something like that. And
yeah.
I just think the tokenomics just looks bad because of the market that we're in. But there are lower emission tokens that look even worse. I mean, Algorand, well, not Algorand, sorry. Cardano looks pretty bad. Even some of the tokens on Ethereum look bad. So it's just, I think it's just a matter of the market. And it would be nice if we could have some floating emissions based on either number of transactions, volume, number of active wallets, something like that, or just overall crypto market cap, right? Like if the crypto market cap drops below $1 trillion, that should trigger some kind of, I know for the traders, it triggers something for the tokenomics. And I think that will happen. Eventually there'll be a dynamic emissions for some token, and that's going to be the more optimal way.
All right. Well, cool. Hey, but real quick, Knots, we'll get to you real just a second, but shout out to Amanda and Bbandz. If you did not hear the beginning of the space, you need to listen to the first 2 minutes of this space. Robo had a special gift for you guys, for you ladies. Sorry.
Oh, was he singing to us? And by the way, Robo, I love that music that you the Rambler song or whatever. I freaking love it.
I bet you may love that tonight. No, I played that tonight. Yeah, she is a belter, different from the rest. Diamonds on her fingers, and she always looks her best. She is a rackster. You know what your name is, Bbandz? You and Amanda, you're racksters. That's what the women are called. I've named you racksters. She's a racksters, like gangsters, nah.
Yeah, very good, very good. But hey, real quick, if we want to keep this to an hour, we definitely want to stay on topic if we can try.
All right, Dad. All right, Granddad. For now, I get called like the bad shit, like Joe Straight.
Dad's about to come out with the belt. Watch it.
Ooh, wait a minute, Skelly's is starting a mint now. There. Come on, let's have some fun. What time is it? 8. Aye, we're off it, darling Bangkok.
I listen to these spaces. They're boring. Jerry's so sick of being bored to death. My God, where's the entertainment, people? Now, Rock, you have a good group. I come here. You guys run a good show. But I'm going to pimp it up. I'm going to make a subscriber thing. It's only going to cost like $10.
Who let that trailer park kid in here? Who let the trailer park kid in?
How many know Jerry and Robo were running spaces back in the fucking day over 12 months ago after Juno Genesis? Myself and Jerry, we were in the space. We were doing this shit, man, before it was popular. We were like the IRA. We're like the IRA, man.
And Jerry's had enough of these boring, let me tell you about my token. Let me tell you about my creator. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. All right. So what we're doing is...
Is that Rama on the Knots account?
Cosmos
is Rama on the Knots account?
You guys are...
Is that Rama on the Knots account?
Cosmos fans, we got Juggy Joe and Miss Amanda. Juggy Joe is going to be the MC. He's going to be running the show as far as, keeping it along. And Miss Amanda, she's going to be helping us. And she'll also be showing a little bit of skin in there. So it's mature content. But we're moving forward, guys. It's a mature content. Cosmos fans, media.
Jerry, what the fuck you talking about? We did fucking Jerry, what the fuck you talking about? We did 12 hours the other day. Your woman Bbandz lost a joint for fucking 6 hours. Like, I can't believe the span. That 6 hours of a fucking spaces. Your woman's got a husband on his hand and knees, the poor cunt, looking for half a fucking joint that's in a knicker drawer. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, Jesus?
Woman. I love being
Mayor, how we doing on time?
You missed it.
So we'll start out with Amanda, and you'll be able to see Amanda topless or standing with undies on or standing full nude. We'll have all these different positions. It's going to be great. Men love women, even women love women. So we'll be able to see some skin. Junkie Joe's going to go with no shirt on, rocking a purple pimp hat with the gold glasses on. All the while.
Did you think this was Cephii Spaces? Did you think this was Cephii Spaces or something? Have you jumped in the wrong? Have you jumped in the wrong? Have you jumped into the wrong spaces, Jerry? Are you like, it's Cephii and Bruce? Like, let's groom the ladies. We don't do that, here, bro.
No, I don't.
Let's groom the ladies, right, Robo? I love you, Robo.
No, let's not. No, let's not. Bbandz. No, let's not groom the fucking ladies. That's how it works.
That you brought up a good point. That's how it is.
Already got it going on. We're going to be using Omniflix. I talked with Sisla. It's going to be a locked channel, subscription based. You can use different types of tokens to unlock it. You'll get 30-day unlocks to get into the channel. It's going to be legit. We're going to have lots of information. We'll be interviewing people. And we'll be bringing in various Cosmos girls, too, that might want to show tricks of the trade or any kind of talent
Gary,
you might want.
Now it's my turn to balance this out, all right? So now what we do is we get Robo, okay? And I know what Robo likes to get up to. So Robo has a door, okay? And behind that door, the only way to get in there is to own 1% of the RAC token supply and a Trash Panda Biker Gang RAC NFT. And if you own each of those, Robo will let you see what's behind his door.
Otherwise, you're a fucking pleb.
Well, for $10, basically, in any token, you can see what's behind Cosmo Fan's door. And it begins with Juggy Joe and Miss Amanda.
You can't talk about my woman like that, man. That's not
we'll assess that. We'll assess that in our fucking spaces, not you, son. We'll evaluate that shit. Well, don't worry, Rain Man and 60 will run the reports by tomorrow morning. I'll have the reports in the fucking desk now by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, son.
What is great too is that Omniflix is working really hard with us. Like Siskel is helping us to find channels where we can record as a team because we're going to be doing live streaming, and then we also want to record the previous channels. So like if you paid for your 1 month, you want to be able to come in when it's live, but also view the old recordings. But Juggy Joe, I mean, he's serious. Like he's going to ask any content creator, any token creator serious questions. Amanda's a smart girl too. She'll be flopping around with the boobs, but
can I get the subject? Whoa. Can I get the subject back? Can I get the subject back on Racøøn? I don't know if you saw the title. It says RAC FM.
Out with Horny Hank, the trailer park kid, a little bit too long. You're gonna have to tell him to rein it back.
Listen to your woman Bbandz. Man. Pay attention, man. Yeah. Today, guys, Reese sweep the floor. Don't know if anybody saw Reese today. How many did Reese buy today? 5 or 6. I think he bought 5 and then he did 6 Rama, did he? He bought 6 racks this morning on the floor. Reese, fucking legend.
Yeah, the floor was like $400 or something. He bought 6 of them. He's literally spent my entire salary in a day.
It's 5. It's 5. Is the floor 5? Oh, stop. Is that biker still up? Guys,
fuck is Joe. Where are you, Joe?
Wait, guys, if anyone's into collecting raccoons and you haven't got a biker gang jacket, just go and look at Gainzz for me. Please, guys, go and look at Gainzz's PFP, right? Look at the power of the biker jacket. Look at the alpha. Look at listen, his biker jacket could have 3 kids on its own, right? Gainzz's biker jacket, if he took it off in the middle of the night and left it down next to some whore, like he'd wake up and there'd be 3 kids in the morning. That's how powerful biker jackets are. If you see the biker jacket available for $420, it's fucking savage, guys. If you're not in the biker jacket gang, Rama, seeing that biker jacket for $420 now, it's fucking lit, bro.
Amanda, I don't think they understand what's going on here. It's Cosmos fans through Omniflix. Paid per view subscription. 30 days.
Raccoons are your pimps? Raccoons are your pimps, Jerry? What you talking about, your man? Your man's mental, isn't he?
You'll get
Jerry, man, we wrote that contract. I proofread it. What the fuck is wrong with you? You think, Jerry, we're pulling your strings, brother. Are you wait, Rama? Wait, Jerry, we've got some controversy because your man, the Oracle's come up and he's not happy with Stargaze. Rama, what's happening with fucking Stargaze, mate? Are they having pleb votes in Discord or something and overriding shit for the collection of the day? Rama, come on, brother.
It starts with one beautiful Cosmos girl. And I
didn't ask you, Jerry. I didn't ask you. I asked fucking autistic fucker over there. Rama, what's happening? No, he emailed Jake the day, man. He emailed Jake. He's like, Jake, what the fuck is going on?
All right, Grandpa, calm down. So word on
Hey,
street is-
Jerry, you gotta mute your mic because you're doing some feedback when people
I think
speak.
it's Robo, but Jerry works as well. So word on the street is that there's a new like feature of the day NFT collection that goes up on Stargaze Marketplace. And the way that happens is that they put polls up or votes up in Discord. And essentially it becomes like a popularity contest, right? Whoever can get like the highest amount of votes or whoever, shills the hardest within the community becomes like the featured collection of the day on the marketplace. Basically like gets put up on front and everyone can see it or whatever. Not very cool for like smaller collections, not very decentralized, like voting via Discord and such. And I don't know, just not a big fan of it. So I haven't like confirmed it myself, haven't gone into the Discord because, might as well buy Bad Kids if I go there and fuck that, right? So I just messaged Jake and I was just like, hey man, I heard about this. Sounds like there's some people in the community who aren't very happy about it. Can you let me know what's going on, what the plans are? And then once I find out and see what's going on, if I need to set
he's still sound asleep. Jake's not up before lunchtime. He's still sound asleep. Sorry, dude.
Goes to bed at like 3:30.
Oh, hey, look who's popped in, Joella. Joella's popped in. I'll invite her up to speak from Coin Hall, correct? I know she drops in sometimes, but she's more than welcome to come up and speak, yeah, of course. We welcome everyone.
Bone to pick with Joella.
Wasn't Molly?
Time, then never again. Hey, I see.
Wasn't Molly in the comments today? By the way, Rama, can I announce something, please, live online?
Sure.
Guys, listen. Whoever is Molly needs to take a back seat for now. There are more important things going on. It's quite all right to comment like on me and myself, or you comment on Rama or Gaines, yeah. Please leave the other women of the Racksters, the Builders, right? Please leave them alone. It's not good at the minute. It's not cool. Maybe in the future it might be all right, but right now, Molly needs to chill the fuck out. Like, whoever Molly is, mine guys, needs to chill the fuck out. Like, just for a few days or a week or so, please. That's all I'm saying, right? No, Joella, don't cry. I can see Joella with a cryy face emoji. Is like crying. If it is you, woman, but I hope you bought a rack. Can you imagine if we got Joella in the rack women? Oh, that would be a capture, wouldn't it? She's got like 36 odd K followers, like she's a right little gangster. Can you imagine we bag her and Jade in the same week? The Oracle wants to speak. Hello, Meme Caesar.
Hey, I just popped in. I look, I'm doing the dirty work. You need to check the Twitter. Okay, someone just got knocked out. All right.
You didn't. Yeah, man, he hasn't, has he? Rama, he's done Cosmos Spaces, knocking out fucking Cephii, has he? Guys, get on his profile. Meme Caesar, the Oracle. What have you done, bro? What have you done? Oh, fuck. No way. What the fuck is this? Oh, fuck. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck is this shit? Oh, wait. The phone's died. Oh, wait. Oh! Oh, sorry. Rama.
I'm just listening to it before I retweet it.
Holy fuck. Where's Gaines?
Hey, look, Robo, I'm just out here in the streets. I'm at level 0.5. I'm trying to move up, all right? I'm bouncing.
You fucking... Dude, I cannot believe you've just done that. the entire community. Tank, wait a minute. Tank, have you seen? I want to hear Tank's opinion.
No, sorry. Post it. What am I supposed to be looking at?
Oh, Tank, go to the Oracle. Go to the Oracle. Just click on the Oracle and look at his.
I know you're very forgetful. Let the man put it up in the nest, all right? It'll be all fine.
Jesus Christ, Cosmos Spaces. LiLGainzz. Rama, can you give the pretext to this that like we had this conversation on a Spaces this afternoon? It was called For the Culture 8 and For the Culture 8 and it wasn't recorded. Guys, we laid down the gauntlet to your man. Fucking hell, Rama. We're in so much trouble. We should probably stop this space and just go and find Cephii.
Hey, look. Hey, you know, I'm the G-man around here, okay? I'm the Oracle. It's a blood moon. My DNA changed. I turned into a RAC over friggin' night. I'm ready to make some changes around here. I'm bouncing.
Blood moon?
Cool.
Your man Cosmos Spaces just knocked Cephii out in broad daylight. If you're not living, I'm telling you what, guys, if you're not like living the raccoon dream, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Because I'll tell you what, oh my God, man. Every single day, it's like every day, it's like, whoa, Jesus, what's going on now? You got Rama setting fucking fires under number 2 validators, man. You got your man Caesar joining the racks and he's like, fuck this, he's writing, oh, wait, shit.
Robo getting rugged IRL yet again on another Spaces. You'd love to
Do we
see
want
it.
to get back on topic here, or are we just gonna?
Oh, sorry. Okay, Mayor, go ahead.
Hey guys, can I just make a quick announcement?
Yeah.
There was something, I guess because of the time change, it says that the space scaling mint's going to start in 11 minutes. So for the whitelist. So if you have whitelist, make sure you hop on there because I think that it's going to start in 11 minutes. Just FYI, guys. And then that's it. It was supposed to be at 10, but whoops, time change.
To be offered one of them.
So it's either 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, depends. But it's open for 24 hours, so it's a 24-hour.
Yeah, but I'm just letting people know just in case, you know.
So real quick, does anyone want to chat about CZ and FTX and how that could have possibly
We'll chat about anything. We'll chat about anything, Mia. Give us your opinion. Come on, I want to hear Mia's opinion.
So for the general overview of anyone who doesn't know the full story is CZ is kind of pissed off at SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, because he's been cozying up to a lot of the lobbyists and regulators. And you know, so you got 2 major centralized exchanges. You got Binance and you got FTX, okay? CZ and Sam Bankman-Fried. And Sam Bankman-Fried was, I mean, he was talking like how he's going to bail out Voyager because Voyager went under and spreading out all these tokens everywhere. So anyways, CZ decides I've had enough. He's going to try to regulate Binance US out of North America, blah, blah, blah. Everyone get the big picture. Like this is major kind of warfare going on. So if you haven't followed CZ's tweets, he's like, we're holding some of their tokens. We're going to dump it because we feel they are liquidity. They have some liquidity issues. And that's what's caused major issues for FTX and their tokens. So this is like CZ saying, you want to mess with me? Don't F around. And then, so a lot of people are trying to figure out, like, I was listening to the Bitcoin maxis love this stuff because they hate all these freaking altcoins. They hate BNB and all these crazy altcoins. So they see that, you know, a lot of these centralized exchanges are spread out so thin that, as you know, like with Voyager and Celsius, once people decide to pull their money out and it's like a bank run on the centralized exchange, it causes major issues. So that's where FTX is at right now. And we
talked about a lot more. We talked about a lot more last night than that. We talked about the Africa. We talked about the Africa connection. I mentioned it a day on Defi Don's Spaces, right? The Bbandz last night. We were talking about the political donation collection. I mean, if you're going to come out and say, "Oh, I'll spend $1 billion." To fucking like bury Trump. Hot dude. What the fuck did you do? Like, can you believe the plebiscity of this guy to come out and say, "Hey, I'll spend $1 billion to bury you," which like basically like 50% of the planet who are the good people, who are like the decent people, are like, we like this guy, we're on this guy's side, we don't like the freaky guy, 50% of the fucking world's population are like, what are you talking about? Sam is an absolute pleb of the heart. Like I said this the other night, from what he's built, can you take that away from? Of course not. But he is a fucking dick. And Sam Tabasco Sauce, the investment arm, is a bigger pleb, isn't he? He's he's the one that has got the balls, obviously, in the relationship. Sam's the bottom, clearly. But Sam's going to have to sailboat them, isn't he? He's going to have to let them go off, unfortunately, into the sun. Sail away like I don't think FTX survives now with Alameda Researchers like their investment arm. I think you're just going to, in the next, 2, 3, 4 days. What day is it? The day is it Tuesday? Fucking I forget what day is in Bangkok. I never know.
Tuesday. Yep.
I wake up on Saturday and I think it's Wednesday. Wait, dude. Yeah. They're going to have to.
Quick question. It's so FTX, their tradable token is FTT, and so it tanked big time last night. And so if Alameda is the only one backing FTE, they're just pretty much throwing money away. If people are going to withdraw everything from FTX, there's going to be nothing left, right?
Well, not necessarily though. FTX have got decent reserves in the bank, and this was the whole thing about them having to limit the withdrawals and stuff, right? They don't keep their. If I'm right in thinking, FTX don't keep their shit in stables. They keep it in the bank. They keep it in the bank, Rama. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, they actually have a bunch in real banks as real fiat reserves that they have to go and withdraw to.
They have to convert to stables, right? They have to convert out of the bank and stables. Yeah. FTX will not go under. That's all I'm going to say to you right now. All this what you're seeing right now. The greatest level of FUD, whatever. 6 months of selling pressure from CZ. Listen. FTX will not go under. I'm fucking telling you. If you think it's going to, you're a fucking idiot. However, that's not to say that we're going to experience forms of volatility that might be widespread, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's not to say that that's not going to happen. But when people talk about the root causes, people think it's all about Sam going behind CZ's back. But it's not. It's a build-up of things, man. CZ did not want to make this move. His hand was forced. And one of the last ones, I think, was Africa. I keep saying this. I must be the only fucker who's there's nobody looking at the Africa connection here. CZ wanting to take over. And then look what's happened. FTX, aggressively going in there, wanting their share of the pie. Africa's the gold mine, man, for the crypto. They fucking know this, man.
Yeah, because there's not much regulation in Africa, and a lot of these African countries need crypto because a lot of the people are going to adopt crypto as a form of currency because their currencies are all.
Your man in Kenya, I'm sure you'll have to Google me, guys. You'll have to check me. Your man in Kenya, the boss man, I think he's just said he's going to be able to create 30 million jobs through crypto. in the next so many years. I think that was announced today, if I'm right in thinking. If somebody looks, they'll find like Africa. There was a big announcement today, like some top dude president, like I'm sure it's Kenya, saying like, "Oh, we'll be able to create like 30 million jobs in the next like 10 years or something."
So does Binance have a really large presence in Africa? I would think so.
Binance is the leading presence. Binance is the leading presence, right? FTX came in after Binance.
They were trying to move in on. Yeah.
Mia, can you go to the if you're on the computer? If you just go to the FTX _ official, isn't it FTX _ official or something account? And if you go and look at like what they've been tweeting over the last few weeks, if you like scroll down, you'll see all the work they've been doing in Africa now. And then Binance has just launched. I've got to say that was a fake. If anyone saw that, your woman in Ghana doing the purchase for Binance with a yellow T-shirt on, what a fucking stage that was. Like, but never mind. I mean, that's what you have to do to gain recognition. No one's arguing about that. I think what the problem is with us is, why do we have to put up with these fucking egotistical bellends having a fucking pissing contest in public that like hurts our future or our retirement or our, you know, monthly, weekly P&L or whatever? Like, why do we have to have these like cunts there who are doing this? Can we not have like trustless systems? Can we not have a world without SAM or SC? I don't know. Rama, is Racøøn trying to do this eventually? Trying to get rid of the fucking fat?
Well, I think, you know, we see some of it in Cosmos already, right? We're already substantially more decentralized than, you know, FTX or Binance. We have our problems and our struggles, and I think the more you get down towards that decentralized path, you kind of end up in these kind of fractured situations. I think the biggest issue that we probably currently have would be more along the lines of like DAO governance and tooling, and what we deem as like acceptable social practices for the DAO tooling. We're miles and miles ahead of how those guys run and operate their shit, like 100%. We have our issues, but far less impactful than what, you know, two dudes bickering over Twitter can do.
Well, can I bring in? Wait, Mia, can I bring in though? Wait, what about Stargaze, Rama? Can I go deeper in the Stargaze issues right now? I want to find out what's going on. Is there some scamming going on Stargaze or what? I want to know now.
I can't give you the answer. I haven't looked.
Well, it's permissionless, and whenever you have NFTs, there's always. I mean,
no, it's not. Yeah. Stargaze is not permissionless, is it? I thought it was semi-permissioned, no?
Yeah, semi. It's semi-permissioned in that I'm fairly certain anyone can list their NFT collection, but it goes through like a very from a contract perspective, it's semi-permissioned. It's semi-permissioned, but I think like anyone, if you're just launching on an existing contract, I think you can just chuck your collection up there, no worries.
Okay. Hey, but real quick, Rama, let me ask you a question. You saw CZ did the retweet of Sonny's tweet.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So it's obvious, you know, with Binance listing Osmosis that I don't know, it just seems like Binance is playing like we want to be the dominant centralized exchange, but we're okay with the little fish. I mean, let's be honest, centralized exchanges aren't going away. They're the big whales. But I think CZ is like, you know what? We're built on the SDK. The tech is next level, and we're okay with the little fish.
Mia missed the alpha last night. Can't believe Mia wasn't there for the alpha. Guys, you're lucky I haven't deleted the recording. I'm about to. Who knows about CZ's involvement in ThorChain? If anyone in the room knows anything, please come up to speak. I would love to hear from you. Does anybody know anything about CZ's involvement in ThorChain? Please tell me if you do or don't.
I heard there might be connections, but I don't pay that. I mean, I know ThorChain technology is like next level tech. So,
We had that discussion last night, dude. We had that discussion last night. I'm telling you guys, CZ was one of the earliest investors, like under the radar, like you wouldn't believe, like proper covert ops. Telling you, trust me, when it comes to fucking CZ doesn't want centralized exchanges. In my heart, that's what I believe anyway. I might be wrong, and he has pulled shady stunts like that last year when they withheld the withdrawals. When F crashed, that was really bad, that one. Like, I thought that was disgusting. It's when I moved off Binance. But your man CZ, I'm telling you, he's, if anyone knows how ThorChain works, like it's like essentially like fraud proofs, isn't it, Rama? Like, let's see, you supply the liquidity so you can be a fraud proof, right? As a node, yeah?
Yeah, I believe so.
And if you stay in the liquidity pools long enough, they'll give you impermanent loss protection. So, but you have to keep the liquidity in there for like a long time before you get that status.
Few people have any idea how much it's going to cost you to be a validator on ThorChain. Go and find out. Anyone here, go and Google. It's not my job to fucking do your work for you. RecGang's come up though, dude. RecGang has come up as a speaker. I love a bit of RecGang because we've raided their spaces like so many times, but we should be. Winston, shut the fuck up. RecGang, hello, dude. You're having big success, mind. Well, you might be busy, guys. No? Hello, RecGang. Hello. Oh, he's getting fucking rugged, isn't he, Rama? He's getting rugged now.
He unmiked, but then we can't hear you.
He doesn't get rugged as many times as your man V. I mean, what the fuck is going on with V's life? Imagine if you lived like I thought I got rugged. I mean, V, he gets rugged on like every space. It's like 25 fucking times or something. Pleb.
Rect, if you want to drop down and come back up, we can try to get you back up.
Hey, I think.
What about? Oi, there, he's there. Hello, brother. All the better for seeing you. All the better for seeing me friends, the RecGang, popping in the spaces. I love the friendships and the brethren that we're making, and we make it through, like, you know, your man V, your man Shrute, whoever, whatever, brother. It's just lovely that Racøøn's now phase 2. Now we've built our shit, we can build friendships, yeah? And you're one of them. You're in the gang, bro.
And he's out. Maybe he'll come back.
Fuck, I hope he heard me. Imagine like delivering like you know, Robo's speeches, man. You know what Robo's, I mean, I tell you what, talk about speeches. Your man Tank last night, listen to this, guys. Tank cottoned onto something last night, and he turned this like discussion, right, into like Lord of the Rings and Mordor, and he's like, I'm throwing them motherfucking hobbits in the fucking, I don't give a fuck if they get kidnapped. I tell you what, guys, I listened to something last night with Tank. It's like when I listened on part 2 of the Angel NFT giveaway NFT thing that we did on Friday. I slept in, so Gaines had to do the space. Yeah, let's laugh about that. But Tank gave the speech after Rob. I said this 3 times now already. Like, where he's like, oh, up there in the cosmos, it's so violent, blah, blah, blah. Gone back and listened to the speech last night about throwing the hobbits. He's fucking Tank.
It's true, though, man. I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm throwing elves, hobbits, all those motherfuckers. I don't care if you're a Lightfoot. I don't give a shit, dude. Throwing everybody under the bus. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, I was ill. I was actually ill because I heard you like, if you want to light those flames in Mordor and then come after me. And I'm like, Rama, Rama, I was about to say it. Did you listen to it? But of course, I know that, you know, when you're not present on any recording whatsoever, you would never go back and listen because it's like highly beneath you. Got anything to say for yourself, Rama? Did you listen to Tank last night, no?
I just called you a pleb for listening back, that's all.
Dude, I was on there. Even you said, like, you told me, Robo, you got to listen back to your spaces, you got to learn from them. That's what you told me.
Yeah, you do, I don't.
So your man Gaines is quiet at night, right? I take it the Oracle just put a meme up where Cosmos Spaces are punching Cephii in the face. Is that right, Rom? Is that what world I'm living in right now? Because I'm not too sure. Like,
Yeah, what's up with that? That was from a space a while back ago?
I'll let Rom explain that one.
I can't even remember. There was so much on that in like such a short amount of time.
What's been happening with Cosmos Spaces, Rama? What's been happening? What's been happening? Have they been getting shit on? Have they? Has Adam 𝕊ecret been getting shit on?
Yeah, got it. Okay. I remember now. So Cosmos Spaces, they were doing all right in the Adam active set. You know, holding on, keeping on. And then the LiLGainzz validator on Adam got announced. And then all of a sudden, like a massive redelegation occurred that like pushed Cosmos Spaces towards like the very bottom of the set.
Yeah.
And then, you know, obviously when that happens, like a bunch of people kind of get scared and they redelegate and then it cascades.
Yeah.
The assumption is big whale Cephii obviously went over to his baby LiLGainzz and helped them out, right? So the Oracle recently joining as a RAC didn't take too kindly to that, and he caught Cosmos Spaces in the streets, absolutely giving one to Cephii. You know, as like, oi, send it back over, or there's more coming. You know, putting the pressure on. Mate, you know, you've got to do what you got to do to get the delegations these days. It's tough. You know,
that is the most diplomatic.
Got Hyobi sibling. You got to grind. Keep the pimp hand strong. You know.
That is the most diplomatic explanation of anything I've ever witnessed in my life. How do you do that? Rama, Rain Man shoebox, my little shoebox. Dude, you should be like a politician of the highest caliber. Now, I know all the politicians look like clowns over there, which is why you would probably fucking win. Like, if you can talk like that, why the fuck are you not running that fucking prison over there? That colony, that jail colony, why are you not running it?
I heard there's a $600 million treasury going up for grabs pretty soon, so I figured I might swindle my way into there, you know?
Is that with a modest fucking salary, you little pleb? 𝕊ecret, where's 𝕊ecret? He's not even a speaker. Get your man 𝕊ecret up here, man. Modestly, 𝕊ecret, are you listening? Modestly, fucking in a prop, can you believe it? The shame. See, he's laughing now, 𝕊ecret's laughing. Dude,
don't go
you need
communications.
You need to explain. You need to explain the devs that they're plebtastic and that there are some adjectives and adverbs that should not be in props. Modestly is not fucking one of them. Please, how subjective is modestly? We had this discussion extensively the other day, right? Dude, this has to stop. And unknown pronoun references like this. Like you guys in the devs, you'll start another sentence with this, and it's not clear what this is. This could be three things in the sentence. Pronoun reference error is a horrific crime amongst devs right now. I'm putting y'all on notice. Wait a minute. Good evening. Good morning, 𝕊ecret. Good morning, my friend 𝕊ecret, my very good friend.
Good morning, lads. How are you?
Mate. Oh, Rama's been a bit of a fucking dick tonight. I'm trying to manage him. Boy, it's not easy.
Oh, bro.
𝕊ecret, where were you? You left me with fucking Candyman alone for such a long time.
That's
dude.
It's
taken
It'd be an honor to be with Candyman right now. It's a pleasure.
Wait a minute. Why are you licking his fucking arse? What have I missed? What's going on between you two fucking brothers? What's going on?
You've been doing all the rugging. You've been doing all the rugging lately, so it's time we redo you a favor, man.
Dude, your man put a Caesar. He's just put a fucking meme up, knocking Cephii out. Cosmos Spaces knocking Cephii out.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Wait a minute, though.
Is what?
Wait a minute, 𝕊Cret, is that what people are calling it? I heard Rama earlier. Rama was like, 𝕊Cret this and 𝕊Cret. And I'm thinking, 𝕊Cret? Who came up with that name? That is the most spastic form of fucking branding I've ever heard in my entire existence was Bruce on like 12,000 mushrooms, and he was like, I lung down. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking plebs, man? Get your money.
That was a pretty good.
Get your money.
That was pretty good.
Get your money to Cosmos Spaces, will ya? Put it where the community works. The work for the community to produce. Just go and delegate like 10 of them, 15 of them, 20 of them, whatever you can afford. Do it, man.
I would highly encourage people not to delegate to us right now. Just Adam Validator. Please help us with the rest of the validators that we got. But for right now, I wouldn't delegate to Cosmos Spaces, just because if you delegate to us, a small amount, you're not gonna earn staking rewards. But if you're a whale, if you got like, let's just say about 50,000 atoms, sure, delegate to us, and then you'll bring us up to the active set.
Didn't RAC just mint out? I'm sure they could definitely just like throw it over just for a few months until not even months, like a few weeks until like the ICF delegation comes in. RAC, come on, what are you doing with the treasury?
I was gonna beg for some delegations to our Tory validator, so I'm here at the show.
All right, we can make a trade.
Okay.
I'll shoot you over the 80,000 Tory I bought the other day, and you shoot
Did
over
you really
40,000
buy that?
Adam.
Was that you? Oh, snap. If it is. Okay, I came to shield a Tory validator and some breaking news. FTX stopped withdrawals, so that's pretty big. You can check
He stopped. He stopped, does he? He stopped. He stopped. It was limited.
Yeah.
Well, it limited to 1,000.
Yeah.
It limited to 1,000 earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, he stopped.
Yep.
Sam, you fucking pleb.
It's all over.
Did you really look this guy up? Did you really look
Sam, you pleb. Oh, Sam, you vegetarian, fucking tax dodging, fucking fat afro looking, double chinned fucking prick. You liquidated so many people. I fucking swear to God, Sam, you reap what you sow, you dirty fucking bastard. Sorry, and it's the blood moon, and it's the fucking midterms, and I'm telling you, watch, there's fucking talk of 55, 45, or even 56, 44. Ooh, when I wake up in the morning, when Robo wakes up in the morning, I'm going to do that dance. You know, that little pikey Irish fucking dance, like Racøøn or something. You know Racøøn? Anybody?
When I tweeted a few weeks ago, and I was like, just trust your devs, bro. Is this not like the perfect example of why you don't trust your devs, bro? And you let like facts and actions speak louder, right? Sam's being like, man, oh, I'm fine. We're not insolvent. Motherfucker's broke. He's done, right?
Your man Tabasco's been a dirty bastard for a long time, man. He helped liquidate 3AC, right? Your man fucking Sam was well deep. Not SBF, the other Sam. Your man Tabasco Sauce. He was fucking deep in 3AC's misery now. Sam wanted to see all of them go to zero so he could buy them up for pennies on the dollar. Sam, you absolute aubergine eating pleb.
Wow. Are you going to shill your validator or what, RAC Gang?
Yeah. I'm shilling the validator. This is a charity validator, and I'm just surprised at how little delegations it has. Like, we're not making any profit on it. We're just using it for marketing purposes. And 80% of the profits go to buying Tory NFTs and raffling them to stakers. And I guess we do get that 20% that goes to the DAO. But it's just like a validator to buy off floor Tory NFTs and raffle them to stakers. That's pretty much as simple as that. And we're not in the active set, but we're already raffling a Riot NFT for anyone delegating with us, because we understand you're not getting those rewards when we're not in the active set. So yeah, please stake with us, and we'll stake with Cosmos Spaces. Even though we love Finn, we can still stake with your validator too, because, scratch your back, you scratch our back. That's how it
Just
works,
to be clear,
right?
I didn't buy the 80,000. It was 360
Well, that's
in the chat below.
disappointing.
He is a RAC, so maybe you can swindle him into doing it. I think it was him who posted it in the Discord. And I wanted to take the pressure off him in the Discord because I didn't want him to get harassed. But now that you're actually making me feel bad for not being able to do it, 360, be a good man, help out the rec gang, all right?
Wait a minute. How many do you need? You need how many to get an active set?
I think it's 18K Tory now, and we got like 4,000. We have about 100 people that delegated to us, but they all delegated like 10 Tory each. So we're not close.
All right.
Yeah, cool. That's what.
So
we need.
what's the
Thanks,
benefits if I
guys.
delegate with you, and I'll lose all of my I'll lose like 100 rewards a day.
If we're in the active set, you're not losing anything because we're going to activate, restaking, and it's the same 5% validator that you see on
Commission.
Tory Network. And on top, 80% of the profits will be used to buy Tory NFTs, and maybe you can win one. We used to do this at Galactic Punks back on Terra, where we just bought, floor NFTs and raffled them to stakers, just because it's kind of a good way to promote the NFTs, and it's an extra incentive for the stakers. So that was kind of the logic in there. But for us, like I say, we're not looking to make any money off of it. We're just looking to kind of having our validator set, and that's like the branding or the marketing for us, and that's good enough.
Rama, he's a much better pleb than your man V, isn't he? Like I met your man V first. I mean, he's a much better pleb than V, like, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. We're all about being polite and helping each other out.
Why have you bullied V? Why have you done this to V? I feel like you've bullied him, and he's like running for cover. He's running our little farm for shelter. Why?
We're not
why have you done
bullying
this?
him. It's a he enjoys it and we enjoy it. So it's more of a.
That's what a bully says, bro. Bro, that's what a bully says.
What's wrong with him?
What's
wrong with him? He likes it. What kind of fucking... oh, my God.
Slightly toxic relationship, but we get along in it and we find comfort in it. So it's been working out for us. He's been with us since forever, right? We minted like almost a year ago. So
whatever anybody says, whatever anyone says about the rectangle, your bulls, you minted out in fucking like record time. I mean, that was really, like, I think everyone in the industry was like, fucking hell. And then you had the secondary like shit with loot, obviously, because of plebs. But dude, no one can take away from you that, like, when you did the bulls, wow, people were, in fact, Emir, he's got a bull, hasn't he? I mean, we've never been too sure about Emir. We try to facilitate him, like we try to be nice, Gainzz, Rama, don't we? We try to be nice, like with Emir, but like when he comes in the chat with that bull, we're like, dude, look, we expect Recgang to do it. We expect Recgang to like join the chat. Oh.
I think with your accent, I see Mayor was crying, but I think you were talking about Emir, right? And when you say Mayor and Emir, I sometimes tend to get confused about the two.
Dude,
I don't know, Mayor, was that why you were crying?
Dude, a few months ago, I said my mother was a Korea woman. And Gainzz thought I said my mother was a Korean woman. And Gainzz was like, I didn't know you had any Asian. He's interviewing me. He's like, dude, I didn't know you had any Asian in you.
Hey, bro, like half the time I'm up here, I literally don't know what Robo's talking about. So I'm like, yeah, it's just basically me listening to people talk. But Robo, I don't know, I'm just up here, bro. How about you?
I'm speaking English. What are you talking about? I can't believe Gainzz has fucking thrown me under the bus like that. I speak better English than Rama, because Rama is from the fucking penal colony down south. I can't even say this straight voice.
Had about half for you for mine.
I'm trying to be serious, and I'm like, What's that, prisoner? What's that? Oh, Emir's gonna come up. Emir's not happy. Wait, Emir's foaming about here. He's got that bull. Gaines, did you warn Emir about the bull?
How many
Sure,
times
Gaines
did I
won.
tell Emir? God damn it.
He's like Gaines has warned Emir like 5 times this week. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like after the second time, Gaines really started getting upset. Hello, Emir. Wait, what time is it for me? It's about 2 o'clock. It's Emir, 2 o'clock in the Pyrenees. You'll be getting ready for sunset, you.
It's 3:30. It's 3:30. It's not sunset yet. Hey, Robo. Hey, Gaines. Brahma. The Rick Bulls, man. You know why I have that PFP? To take back all the shit I said about the projects that go multi-chain, man.
We're
fucking multi-chain? What are you talking about? We just fucking deployed on Huahua.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I used to shit on any project that goes multi-chain. Like they go from Terra to ETH and then from ETH to Polygon. I used to say, that's a cash grab. But Rec Gang, man, they're the real deal for real.
Dude, you want someone to take a shit on you? Molly charges €2,000, mate. She will fucking squat on your face like you would not believe. She'll pump a big brown one down your throat, son.
2,000 euros, she better do more than that, man.
Sin City, try to book next week. Oh my God almighty. Hey guys, we try to have a serious conversation about, this is supposed to be called like RAC FM. I don't even know, like, have we even spoke about racks tonight? Probably not. Tank's listening in, he's probably got his morning stream. Tank, have you got your morning stream kicking in, son, or not? Was it Tuesday for you?
Still got like 45 minutes or a little bit more than that, man. So the time, Tennessee was weird. We were talking about it yesterday. So we had a vote recently to do away with the change in time, daylight saving time and whatnot. And I thought that it actually already took an effect, and apparently like not. I think this is like the last year or whatnot that we're recognizing it. So I've actually been up since 3 o'clock because I wake up like on autopilot at 4 o'clock every day to do research and stuff like that. And so my ass woke up thinking it was 4, but the clock said 3, and I was like, fuck it, I've been up for forever, bro. So just wait.
Tank apart from me, you're probably the only one of us that's got like any concept or grasp on like reality and what it is not to be like living in the dumpster like 24/7. Wait, dude, I want an honest answer from Tank and me. Do raccoons have a problem? I don't know, dude. Dude, I have become the raccoon.
No, honestly, man, it's a double-edged sword. Like, I like the banter. I like what Raccoon has. Not just any one person. Like, it's truly a community-driven thing, and I really like the way that it's evolved. And you guys are definitely rascals, to say it in a nice way. But you guys are my kind of rascals, so I like it, man. I like being part of it. I don't know, Mayor, what do you think, man?
Oh, well, I like that word. Wait, mate, I like that word, rascal. That's a word I could be proud of. Nah, mate.
Don't you ever call me rascal again, bro. I'm just kidding, Tank. I think Mayor's pissed the fuck off because we went off topic for like 2 hours already.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a 45-minute like stream of real good content, and like we fucking flushed that down the toilet.
Well, we tried. We tried.
I was frustrated that we got in the gutter there at the beginning, and I just want to apologize to Amanda if she was offended.
Mayor, if you don't mind me, yeah, fuck it, I'll say it.
Yeah, fuck
that
it,
was
let's go.
Yeah, that fuck it, man. I don't know how else to say this. I love Rusty.
Jerry.
No, I love Rusty. I love Jerry. I want to say both. I love the Knots team, right? Obviously, but that was weird. I'm supposed to be launching V2. I've already. I would say to Jerry if he was here too. Like, I already talked to Rusty in DMs, and that was a very uncomfortable feeling. and it made me feel very uncomfortable myself. I don't know what happened there. I consider Jerry my friend, but that was I'll say it. I thought that was kind of not kind of that made me feel uncomfortable. So I apologize as well if the ladies are in here felt a different way. I didn't like that, and I don't know. Now where I'm going with things. But yeah, like.
I tried to sidestep with guys. I tried to sidestep that with shit the best way I could. Like,
we tried to step in a few times, right? I kind of, and then towards the end, I was just like, "Yo, chill." Like, I think kind of made the point. And on that kind of topic, right? Like, if you, the approach was terribly executed. You need to build a relationship and a rapport with people to do that thing. Make sure they're okay with it. And then the way in which it was executed, it had little humor. And you can be far more subtle with it and make it like, if you're going to go down that route, make it so it's not as, I can't think of the word, but like you don't have to be like descriptive and like say it like that. Like you can make it like mysterious and exciting and enticing if you wanted to go down that approach and not just like blatant. That was just blatant, rude, and disrespectful, and shouldn't be a thing.
I do want to say before, like again, I want to make sure everybody's absolutely clear. Like, I've never really seen Jerry ever get that way before, and I do consider him a friend. I don't know. I'm giving him the benefit. I hope everything's okay. It was very awkward-ish. The whole like when he first came in there and stuff like that. So like. I hope everything's okay with like it just felt really out of character, but it's definitely not an excuse at all. Friends actually keep friends accountable, and so like I'm not
raccoons. Right, tank. I'll fucking say it. Raccoons won't put up any fucking shit from anyone, and you're all on notice. And I've said this many times before. Any fucking time anybody wants to fucking cook, we are the most inclusive fucking church in the IB fucking C community. We are all encompassing. We are all embracing. I do not give a fuck whether you are male or female, black or white. I don't give a fuck if you're Muslim, Christian, whatever, rich or poor, whatever. I don't care, right? If you just recognize the Raccoon Project and you want to be part of it, man, then you my best friend. Yes, Gaines. Yes, Gaines.
No, you're good, bro. If you want to finish up, go ahead. But
I don't want to. I just want to like. I don't have this for raccoons, right? About anything. There's just raccoons. There's no anything. There's no rich or poor. There's no black or white. There's no red or blue. Whatever. Blah blah blah. Right? We're just all just raccoons, dude. And I want to keep it that way. And it's very important to me. And I'll defend it to my last dying breath, like.
Well, I didn't want to bring this up again because I didn't want to ruin your space, Robo, but really, really need to get it off my chest. Like the way I felt when he was talking to Amanda that way, it was just ridiculous, disgusting, man. And if it would have been anybody, doesn't just because it's Amanda, no, but anybody in the community, if I jump in a space and I see that kind of shit happening, that's something that I don't want to associate myself with. Like Tank was saying, it was weird that he did that. He's normally not like that, but recently when I seen him just get on with that new persona of the bad kids or the trailer park kids, like his whole persona just changed.
Is that trying to sell? Is that trying to sell your product? Is that trying to say? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Is that?
This is just me speaking here, right, guys? I feel like it is maybe, and I feel also that it's because he's just trying to associate with the RAC. Like the RAC community and how we are, right? But that was not cool.
Well, we're not like that. We're not like that. No. We've got utmost respect for everybody in the world, right? We are not like that. We are making sure that we are putting our stamp on the economy, on the community, that we are different, and we will strive to hold ourselves. What did I say to you about our constitution? What? No. See, wait a minute. What did I say about our constitution? I said it's unwritten. And it's the standards by which we hold ourselves accountable by. We, all of us, one another in the room or whatever, all the raccoons, hold everyone else
we hold one another accountable for any actions, and we're going to say, look, that's not right. We're not stand for that. Blah, blah, blah. We're not happy, etc., etc. But that's who we are. We're not afraid to speak up, and that's what counts. Good evening. Good morning, Rusty.
Hey, good morning. Listen, I don't know what the fuck just happened. I'm at my goddamn day job getting blown up. So I don't know what the fuck Jerry was saying earlier. I don't know if y'all are talking about that. Sorry, I'm coming in. But anyways, I'm going to fucking apologize for whatever the fuck he was running his mouth about. I'm really fucking pissed off, to be honest. So
hey, Rusty, real quick. Is there something going on with Omniflix? He mentioned something with Omniflix about some gated. Was that just a bad joke?
It was all part of like the story and like the persona. I think what's happening, Rusty, is it's like the Jerry persona to kind of promote the trailer park kids. Is that a thing that's happening at the moment?
Rarma, if he's got a fucking persona to do this, I have no idea, and I just don't fucking like it. Whatever he's running his mouth about, it's a representation of us as knots, and I don't know what fucking ideas he's got, but sorry for my language, I'm just really fucking pissed because this represents me too. I fucking sunk a shitload of money into this. He pops his mouth off about stupid shit that's making people feel uncomfortable, where I have people reaching out to me saying, what the fuck's going on? I've got no idea. I'm sitting here in my office at fucking work. But
hey, Rusty,
I felt that. Hold on a second,
the space is recorded. The space is recorded. You can go back and listen to what he said. It was like around minute 10. It was about 10 minutes into the space, 10 or 15 minutes. And you can listen to it. As soon as the space ends, you can listen to it. So.
All right. Well, I just felt that I needed to come in and make an apology, just to make an apology. So, Amanda, whoever else, if there's any other women that he offended, I apologize. That's as much as I can do.
Thanks for coming in, Rusty.
Well, wait a minute, guys. No, guys. Me too, because as host, I should have been on that. And I'd been out all afternoon, and I was probably not like on the ball like I am now. Well aware of guys. So I do apologise as the host. Maybe I should have took steps earlier. So I do apologise for that, because at the end of the day, you need to control the people that's going to come on and speak. Yeah. So if anyone's got questions to answer to over this debacle, it's certainly me. So yeah, I'd apologise also anyway. Sorry.
Well, Robo, I'll apologise to you too. And so I don't know what happened. I'll have to listen to the recording, but we have a fucking business. Whatever the behavior is not acceptable. So that's all I can do. And I apologize to anyone. I just wanted to come on here and make that known. Like I said, I had people blowing me up and I didn't know what happened. So sincerely apologize for that. And if there's questions or concerns anyone has for me, I'll be damn sure to address those with you right now or later.
You're a good man. You're a good man, Rusty. You're a good man. Rusty, you're a good man. You're a good man, right?
Robo, me and you, we go back so far. We've been doing this shit for so fucking long, and to come in and just start spouting shit off fucking pisses me off. Really fucking pisses me off. We've sank so much money into this, so much time trying to build a community. One little fucking misstep can fuck you over, right? Times are hard enough with the bear market, but fuck that. But just being a human, I don't know what was said. I'll have to listen to it. But if you're making people feel uncomfortable, we're obviously crossing a fucking line that's unacceptable. And once again, I apologize. So I'm sorry, I'm pissed off, but I'm just really fucking pissed.
Fair play, dude. Fair play, Rama. Fair play, yeah.
Yeah. Like the anger shows like the passion and emotion, and to an extent, like the sincerity of the apology, right? Like you have absolutely no idea. You're front up in front of everyone. Just to be like, hey, I don't even know what's happened, but that's obviously it's not good. It's not what we stand for. It's not the Knots brand. It's not what we expect within our community. And I think that's all we can ask for, for now. I would suggest if Amanda's open to it, maybe get someone to reach out and check with her, make sure she's okay, because it wasn't a positive experience for a lot of us. Like next time, it's kind of the first time for me, so I wasn't like my normal Twitter self where I'd just be like, yo, fuck off. I was like, yo, like chill, like try to redirect a few times. Next time, like if that shit happens and I'm around, like I don't care who you are, I'm just gonna straight up be like, you're gone.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, like I said, Amanda, there was some tweet. I got onto the Knots account. I deleted that. I messaged you on that. So yeah, just unacceptable. And my sincerest apologies. This is not what we've been working to create. And I'm just really upset. And I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I mean, words are fucking worthless. But
hey, Rusty,
I'm sorry,
we hear you, Rusty.
Rama,
We hear you, bro.
Mayor.
We hear you, Rusty. It's
so
yeah. Apology accepted, man. We got you. And the fact that it was on the Knots account like kind of pissed me off, man. But we hear what you're saying.
Me fucking too. Yeah.
Rusty,
thank you, Mayor. Sorry to anyone.
Rusty, if we didn't give a shit about you or Amanda, we wouldn't have contacted you. We wouldn't have done nothing about it. But everybody acted really quickly on it. We tried to get them out of there as soon as possible. So I really appreciate you coming in, bro. For real.
Yep. I mean, like I said, man, much love. We've all been together for a long fucking time doing this. And okay. Yeah, I'll shut up, man. But Robo.
Dude, I was I'm fucking horsing the space, and I like totally like missed like all the drama. I've told them I don't like. I normally I'm not like the person that's on the laptop and the tablet and the phone while I'm talking. I prefer to like talk and. I've obviously missed like a lot of this, but like, yeah, agree with like everything everyone's saying. No one can have any other fucking conversation. Like, can we leave it? Is that okay? Is that like,
yep.
Like, can we get to a point where we just go, right, okay, we know that like conversations have been had. With certain people, certain levels, whatever, we know the situation. Yeah, let's not dwell on this, and let's professionally just make sure that we take care of ourselves. Yeah.
Hey,
Rusty. Oh, yes, hello, ma'am. Amanda, darling. Hello, Amanda.
Hey, I'm good, guys. Rusty, I'm glad that you messaged me, and I appreciate your work, and absolutely zero hard feelings for you or your project. Just want to let you know that.
Yeah, well, thank you, Amanda. I'm sorry if anything was directed at you that shouldn't have been. I all I can do is apologize.
No, I hear that apology, and I've spoken with you on other spaces, and you're really cool, and I know I like your project, and yeah, absolutely zero like resentment.
Yeah.
So,
thank you, Amanda. This is even beyond. I mean, fuck Knots. I don't care. On a personal level, I mean, we're all on here. I come on this shit to try and get away from the bullshit and try and be a good person and build people up. And if that wasn't the case, then it sure as hell doesn't sound like it was.
What's kind of ironic, Rusty, what's kind of ironic is right at the beginning I think May mentioned it earlier. May was like, go about the first minute or something, May, right? Robo put a tribute out, I think May was mentioning that, yeah? Wait, May's gone quiet.
No, yeah, that's what kind of like, it really threw me off when Jerry came in, because at the beginning, Robo was saying thanks to the ladies of Racøøn for being a part of our community, and then that some of those crazy comments happen. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't think that Amanda and Bbandz and Sandy, right, and Molly to a degree have come in though, and that was a joke, by the way, Molly. But if anyone doesn't think that these ladies have come into our community, right, and brought a huge degree or level of credibility, then what are you doing with your life? Like, please sell your raccoons and fuck off. I don't want to talk to you. If you don't think what we're doing right now and what we're trying to do, what we're trying to build, man, how much fucking work we're putting in, going bombing other people's spaces for like 4 hours, right? Just put our message out, yeah? Do you lot think we're fucking around, man? Nah, dude, it's not how it works. We leave no man or woman behind. Where we go one, we go all. And I'm fucking telling you, by fucking order of the Peaky Blinders, everyone, man, who comes to talk to Racøøn or wants anything to do with Racøøn, you lot better know that you're on notice, mind. And I mean everyone, like. And this has just galvanised us. It has, hasn't it? It will do over the ensuing like 48 hours or whatever. Like things like this, man, just galvanise us further. Like Amanda's not just going to like bat an eyelid to like some shit like this, man. She's an absolute OG. Have you heard your woman Bbandz, man? Proper gangster. She'll put a cap in your arse without even fucking blinking, man. We are changing. Like how it's been before. We are fucking making inroads into what it should be, guys. And we all get together in the DAO. We all talk, we all vote, we come together like this night after night or whatever. Yeah, but I'm not having any bullshit. I'm fucking sick of it. Sick of the politics and the bullshit. We all just, like you guys, you're lovely. Rec gangs come up. Rusty's come up. Autistic Rama's come up, yeah? Fucking LiLGainzz has come up, right? You're all in here, man. Tank with his fucking macro. Yeah, your woman Bbandz is listening, right? Brasco, I don't know where Brasco is. Fucking, he's probably in the meme facility. Right? But can people not just fucking understand? Raccoons just want to have fun. And it's an inclusive fun, isn't it? Like, that's how we see, like, our little gang, yeah? Fuck, I'm sick of this shit, man.
Yeah, I agree, and those are great words, Robo, and yeah, we didn't uphold that standard, so yeah, I'm gonna sign off because I'm at fucking my day job and I'm about to go to a guy.
But the thing is, Rusty, yes, moving forward, we can. This is what change is all about, you know, and no one likes change, but moving forward, you know, we can like ensure that, like, you know, we behave with the P and the Qs or whatever. Like, you know, it's not going to be that difficult. Like this drama, yeah, it's a fucking bit of bullshit, but it's like not bullshit, right? But like, dude, yeah, we love you, right? We love your project. But Rama, what? I don't know why Rama wants to set fires. Wait, Rama setting fires on everybody. Rusty, we want to be friends. Gaines and I want to be friends. Fucking Rama setting fires left, right, and centre. But Rusty, I know you've got to go. Don't worry.
Yeah, take care, Rusty. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in.
Just quickly, Rusty, maybe a message for Jerry, and I'm more than happy to message it to him. We all make mistakes. I think the real telling story is the actions that we take after those mistakes to better ourselves and to prove to the people that we made the mistakes to how we want to act and how we can treat them in the future.
Yeah, and what makes this really confusing is I don't know where the hell this is coming out of. So this was just something kind of off the cuff. I don't know where it's coming, but you know, it upsets me from a not standpoint. It upsets me from a personal standpoint. It upsets me from the friendships that we've created, because these fucking friendships, you know, you meet people on Twitter and it's all this, but you meet in fucking real life. And, you know, that friendship is 100% for real. We've heard Robo talk about people come over and visit him in Thailand. Same thing. You know, me and Gaines, we stayed at the same place in Austin. We are all in fucking Medellin together. You know, fucking drinking. Damn, I blame 1,000 beers there. But
dude, I blame Molly. I blame fucking Molly. Honestly, I blame Molly. We were all cool until Molly came along. Listen, if any of you little plebs are Molly, please send her on vacation. for at least a fucking month, will ya, please?
You fucking asshole.
All right, so full disclosure, since it doesn't seem like anybody really knows what happened. A couple days ago, Cosmos Joe, and I were approached by, I guess, Jerry, saying that he wanted to do this like Spaces thing where we interview Cosmos people. And it would be like a fun sort of like we'd interview / entertain, like be goofy, but like also be serious. And then from there, it went off to be like, okay, this is going to be like an OnlyFans thing. And then like explicit things were said on this Spaces.
Are you being serious? Are you being serious? Are you being serious or what? Are you being serious, woman? Serious?
Yeah,
oh, fuck that.
Serious?
And
fuck that. I don't. Fuck that shit.
Listen. I messaged, and I messaged Joe last night. I said, hey, I'm not into this. Joe said, like, I was going to tell you not to do it anyway. I messaged, we had a group chat going. I have since left that chat, and I told them last night that I was not be doing this. I talked with Gaines last night.
Robo knows nothing. Robo knows nothing about this, Amanda, and Robo's foreman right now. Robo knows nothing about this.
So
I'll feed them. I'll feed them to Winston.
Okay, so anyway, I told everybody last night this was not going to happen. I'm not doing this. Like, this is not me. I do not want my reputation to be that of a cheap whore. So then this morning he comes on and says that I'm going to be doing this and like flashing my boobies around and like, fuck that. So after I'd already said I'm not doing anything like this. And so then that was just, you know, a little upsetting this morning because I was like,
fucking hell.
Check your goddamn messages. Jesus
Christ, I've just realised we've like got the IBC like Me Too movement. Fucking Jesus. Guys, listen, I don't want this anymore discussed in public. Go off, do what you need to do in your little groups, in your Discord channels and your DMs or whatever. Sort this fucking shit out. This is not who we are. I want fucking all of you fuckers to distance yourself from this as quickly as possible, right? As quickly as possible. And I mean that, mind, guys. Like, if you know, there's a few people who I've spoken to who know how my heart works, yeah? And I'm telling you, I'm not fucking happy right now. This ends today. All that fun and games and all that joke, and whoever fucking Molly is, if you're in this chat, yeah, you can fucking delete that shit as well. Tank's gonna speak.
I don't want to actually anymore because I think you're on a serious note.
No.
Yeah.
I just
I'm angry. I'm fucking angry. I'm angry, Amanda. Amanda, I'm angry. You don't want to meet Robo. I tell you what, Robo's the worst cunt on earth, man, when he's angry, man. Worse. Even Winston runs for cover, man. Because it's not right, is it? It's not right. And if you know, like, if you exist on this planet like a normal human being, when there's something that's like just not right in your like ecosphere of how you think about how the world works and ethical behavior, like there's a fucking line, man. There's a line, Amanda. I'm sorry. Do not cross that line, or I will fucking murder you. Like, not you, Amanda, obviously. I mean the person crossing the line. Sorry, darling. Oh, I get angry. Oh.
Hey, let's let Amanda finish out what she was saying real quick. Amanda, I think you were explaining that you realized that the line, you didn't want to cross that line. You know, I don't want to speak for you, Amanda, but go ahead.
No, of course not. Of course not. I just want to say it's over. I've blocked accounts. I am not a part of anything like this. So I just want that to be clear. You know, when initially, you know, I mean, everybody loves freaking Cosmos Joe. Like, we have fun together. So, like, you know, of course, like, at first we were like, oh, this might be a fun thing for Joe and I to, like, host a show together. But it obviously was going to be into something that we both were not okay with. And once we figured that out, we since
it was a joke. But a joke that went downhill really quick.
It went downhill really fast. And I'm just upset that it went public like this and there was a space apparently
Did Rama
like an
know?
hour ago.
Wait, did Rama, did you know about this shit? Because you haven't told me. You haven't been in the DMs, Rama. Did you know about this shit? Or not?
If I
wanna
knew
say-
about
No.
this, tonight would have been very different. I had no idea.
I'm foreman. I'm fucking foreman.
All I want to say is it's over. We can move on. And I don't have any hard feelings to Rusty or anybody from his project. So, let's move on. Have a
Yes,
nice
darling.
Tuesday.
The rock
And-
style. Rock style. Yeah, rock
Absolutely.
style. Rock style, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda. But once again, I wanted to come in and apologize and say fuck knots. I'm not worried about that, but as just something that was inappropriate that ties into me and the project, I felt that I had to come on here and say something. So I'm gonna quit beating that, but I just felt from being a fucking man and trying to be a decent person in life that the best thing that for me to do was to hop on here real quick and just come in and
respect. Rusty, respect where respect is due, right? Yeah, like he said, I think he's a man. He stands up, right? Rusty, brother, I love you. Respect where respect is due, right? Your man Tank's got his hand up, right? He's going to chip in, I'm sure.
I'm gonna lighten the mood for you guys a little bit because I'm gonna keep it real. Times are hard. I'm a Twitch streamer. I was considering doing hot tub streams, little TA in the hot tub. I'm okay with crossing that line for myself. And I'm just saying, if you guys want to throw subs every once in a while, maybe or maybe not, you can see a little bit more in the hot tub streams. We'll go from crypto to pools and hot tubs.
Right,
I appreciate you, Rusty.
I got some bullshit. I got some nice man boobs. If you ever want to get me in that jacuzzi, I'll get in there in a fucking heartbeat.
So I will do a show with anybody else who wants to jump in the hot tub with me. Just saying.
Wait, no one's got man boobs. Wait, no one's got man boobs like Jacob. Jacob has to have the best man boobs on planet Earth. Have you seen
I don't think there's enough hot tub room for me and Jacob in the same hot tub.
Oh, your man Cephii just walked into this conversation. He's probably like, what the fuck is going on? Cephii, we're trying to get.
What is going on?
Cephii, we're trying to get Jade to be the fourth member of the Racksters. We're calling these ladies, these beautiful ladies joining us, the Racksters, yeah, the fly and the flag. And we've been listening to you and your woman Jade. Cephii, you and Jade need to do a daily podcast on NFTs. You're such a good foil for each other, dude.
I don't know if I know enough about NFTs to talk about it for very long, but I don't know.
Dude, you and Jade's spaces on NFTs when you were buying the chods and everything was absolutely hilarious. I was listening every morning, golden. You got voices like silk, dude.
Oh, thank you.
I need to ask, how are you feeling? You feeling okay? Did you go get a checkup? You got some ice?
Wait, what happened?
What
happened to Cephii?
He's concussed. Oh, God. I knew Cosmospaces fucked him up bad. He's concussed.
Oh, you didn't see the meme? Did you see the meme, Cephii?
You got rocked. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, Cosmospaces punched me in the head. I don't know why, but it's funny.
That was great.
You know why? The lunked out kicked fucking Cosmospace's butt. But we're going to come back. We're going to come back.
Is
that the Rocky theme?
The funny thing is, I don't even actually have any actual position in Lunked or whatever, which is actually funny. I don't Bruce. That's his own shit. I don't even have a.
Oh, we thought
I don't have an ownership role or whatever in that validator or anything.
We thought you moved a big bag of Adam, Cephii.
Well, he did do that. He's just relinquishing any ownership from the validator.
From the DAO.
Right? You didn't need to throw him on the spot like that, man.
Well, it's okay. Cephii, doesn't care.
Didn't Bruce? Wait. Didn't Bruce sell his position, Cephii? Did Bruce sell his position today? I heard him. Like, I'm sure he sold his position, no?
In what? In
Lunacy?
Yeah.
Today I was listening to you guys talking like about lunchtime, my time or something. Must be really late for you. And
No,
Bruce was like, I've had enough. I've sold a lot.
No, he's just doing kind of a bit. He's not. I don't think Bruce has a whole lot of LUNC tokens anyway. Because he has the validator he started there, but I don't think he has a lot of coins or anything. Because he was wrecked pretty bad. He was wrecked pretty bad with Luna. He lost like, I don't know, it was like 7 million or something. So
Cephii,
he wasn't in a position to go buy like a bunch of Luna Classic tokens. That's for sure.
Cephii, if you get IBC enabled, Racøøns are moving straight over, and we're going to come to with games and joy and happiness for your Dejans. Because we know you're all Dejans over there, dude. We are coming, and we want to bring our like games and joy and happiness to like Lunacy, man. But we need IBC, dude. Cephii, help us, please. Help us.
Yeah, I don't know what's they're, I guess, working on it. It's I don't know how much stuff there's left to be done. But yeah, I think it's going to be cool to have just like cross-chain stuff happening. So I think if you have like a mix of like NFTs on different platforms simultaneously, or like cross-chain IBC stuff. I'm wondering like if anyone has been doing a IBC native like a cross-chain compatible NFT format, or like is Stargaze doing it, or anybody? I don't know if anyone's working on that yet.
So the guys at DAO have been working on something called ICS 721, which is
cool.
It's basically like a standardized NFT format. There's another one. So technically it's called Inter NFT, which uses the ICS 721 NFT format. Basically, what that enables is the transfer of NFTs cross-chain. They've done some tests from Stargaze to Juno, I believe, and they're actively looking at doing some more tests for that and bringing it to mainnet. Each of those will require a contract deployment, as far as I'm aware, to enable the transfer of IBC. But basically, that enables you to have, with the contracts and correct compatibility, to be able to just move a Stargaze NFT over to Juno or to Luna or as an example.
Like in particular, it'd be good to have some format that keeps the transaction history of the NFT too. Like if the NFT artist or DAO or whatever, right, wants to keep track of what the prices that those NFTs are sold at, maybe on different chains or something, then that makes it possible for like NFTs to become really like marketplace agnostic. So you can kind of use them in any marketplace, and then the price history will sort of remain. Because otherwise, like, it's hard to keep track of all that. And I don't know, that seems like the way to go. Also, if any royalties and things like that could be tracked in such a way, that would be kind of interesting too. So that any like compatible chain, you were to sell something or whatever, and let's say an NFT project has a 2% royalty or whatever, then it would take care of that, like no matter which chain it was on. That would be interesting. But that's
we're hearing rumbles. Cephii, we're hearing rumbles, and Rama might come in here. We're hearing rumbles that there are. Rama, is there some discontent going on over on Stargaze to do with votes through Discord in regards to collecting the deal?
All right, it's 2 a.m.
Well, I don't know if Cephii knows. I don't know if Cephii knows. So, like, I don't know.
No, I don't know.
It's 2 a.m.
I don't follow the Discords and all that stuff much, so I don't have any idea what's going on. Why is there some drama?
There's apparently, and I'm not overly involved in the Stargaze community, apparently there is like a featured collection on the Stargaze marketplace. To get on that featured collection section, there's like a vote through Discord where like you upvote a particular collection, basically a popularity contest. Not very fair for like smaller projects or like community-based projects. It's always just who's offering the next greatest thing. We'll get all the upvotes and then get featured and then mint out a bunch of smaller kind of community projects. And
so
stuff.
it's like
not very.
So there's that feature collection list. There has to be a way to figure out what features there or something.
Yeah,
it's like randomized would be one way, or like group vote or something.
Yeah, like how do you decentralize that and make it fair, right? It's always going to be like a popularity contest. So I've asked the team about like how it is and what it is and why it is. Waiting to hear back, but sounds like something like that's happening.
I think the way to do that, I think this issue always comes up on these things. Like, what do you put on the landing page? Maybe maybe there's like a small set of featured collection. Maybe there's another that is like Stargaze community vote. Like, let's say maybe you could use your Stars voting power and like go and vote for some stuff on chain. That'd be kind of cool. Or maybe like there's another list that's kind of randomized so that the landing page has the opportunity to like have different types of featured collections depending on the like, I don't know, style of like how that's selected. So it's probably, I think it'd be interesting to have a mixture of it because I think people want to have like individual involvement in those kind of things. It's a kind of a fun process. It's almost like upvoting, downvoting things or like reviews. You know how on Amazon.com you have like, star reviews and stuff like that. So maybe there's like a mixture of those types of things that would like, populate the front page of Stargaze. Because it's kind of boring right now, honestly. Like it could be a lot better. So
that's what
Cephii, are you? Wait a minute, guys. Wait. Cephii, are you Rama's dad? Are you Rama's like? Are you Shoebox's dad or something? I feel like if I'm living in this simulation right now, right, guys? I feel like Cephii is like Rama's dad. He's his father, like, and he's like shepherding him into the shoebox at night. Rama, do you not feel like he's like your long lost fucking father or something?
We're actually brothers. He's not my father, but thank you for that. He's
way too old. He's way too old. This fella, man.
Excuse me. Cephii's a handsome young man, okay? Just like I am. And we're both very intellectual people. Cephii marginally more than me.
Does Cephii know I challenged Youngster? So like the other day I was like, right, Youngster, have you got more servants than Cephii? We're having fun, but we're talking serious shit, guys.
And on serious shit, it's 2:05 in the AM, and I have to be up in like 5 hours, 4 hours, something like that. I'm going to hit it. I really enjoyed this 1 hour RAC FM that's been going for 3 hours, 2 hours now, sorry. Keep it real. Keep everyone safe and happy.
Bro, before you go, have you heard anything about Lisbon? Because Amanda said that at Trev on the live stream, she's been like putting the live stream on the spaces unrecorded. What's happening in Lisbon, mate? Is anything fucking happening in Lisbon? Yes or no? That's all I want to know, Rama. See, he's got no fucking answer when I ask him the serious questions. Is anything happening, Rama, in Lisbon? Yes or no?
I don't care about some fucking randos going for a catch-up about Adam in Lisbon.
Okay, so Adam 2.0 is dead. Okay, fair enough. I understand. Go to bed then, son.
Obviously, I'm tired. I'm going to go tuck myself into my shoebox and make sure I don't burn too much of the ecosystem down. Whatever's left of it. Thanks all. Have a great spaces, and let me know when Sam's crying back at home with Mum.
Before you leave, can you take this ugly bull with you, please? He's been up here for too long.
I really like his overalls.
Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Emir or Rec Gang? I don't know if you're talking about Emir or Rec Gang. Who are you talking about, Games?
You got two of those ugly dudes up here, huh?
Oh, that was harsh, man.
They're about ready to wreck the entire market if CZ and Sam don't become friends.
That's not going to fucking happen, is it? Fucking come on, CZ, if they don't become friends. Fucking Jesus. It's a case of like, who will smoke whom before whom. Like, good luck. I'm glad I'm Dex, guys. I'm glad I'm Dex right now, mind. I have to tell you. Fuck. Cephii, I heard you guys talking today at great length, yeah? Cephii, is this a pissing contest or not?
He's talking about the FTX stuff. Cephii, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's a pissing contest. That's what it seems to be, like, isn't it?
Between two big centralized exchanges, yeah.
Well, before it was Dawn and Gigantic Rebirth, your man that put the 20 million up. We've seen these pissing contests, man, with like Sailor versus fucking other people, whatever else, right? Like, where do we get to a point where we are not?
You guys know what happened, right? Do you know the story exactly? Like,
well, it's a three-way story, Cephii. It's a three-way story, isn't it?
But did you hear
from what I'm hearing?
Did you know what happened with the Voyager story, right? Or you probably weren't following that, I would think.
Yeah, well, I've been on your spaces and the other ones with Defi, Eth and stuff. Yeah, what's a Voyager? Go on, Cephii, tell everybody.
Voyager is another exchange, and it was went into bankruptcy. So here's the chain of events. All right, so 3 Arrows Capital is a hedge fund that earlier this year went into insolvency because they used too much leverage on a variety of different things like Ethereum and I think it might have been Lido Ethereum possibly. They were over leveraged on Luna. They bought a lot of Luna and locked it up. When Luna had a big dip and like that LFG thing was being formed. And ultimately, because of the drop in the market, 3 Arrows Capital gets liquidated and becomes essentially insolvent and can't meet its debt obligations. And this is like a huge, multi-billion-dollar hedge fund thing. And they were supposed to be like the smartest guys in the room. So that dragged Voyager down because unbeknownst to everyone that puts their money on Voyager, well, they're a brokerage and they lent out money, which that's what they do. And they lent out $700 million to the 3 Arrows Capital people. So that made Voyager insolvent. So as a result, the Voyager has been in bankruptcy court in New York for about, I don't know, I think it's already been maybe 4 months or something now.
Since June, right?
Yeah, since summer or whatever. And those people that have had money on Voyager can't get their funds back until that gets released. So there's about 70% of the user funds that are unencumbered, and they could probably release them back to users. But they tried to get a deal via FTX. Well, actually, what they were trying to figure out is someone available that could buy the Voyager company. The best possible outcome would have been potentially Binance buying Voyager and buying out and making all of the customers of Voyager totally whole again. Why would Binance want to take on maybe $300 to $700 million worth of debt? In other words, debt to the users to do this, because remember the money's gone, so Voyager can't pay back $700 million worth to the users. So there's a 30% hole on their balance sheet as far as that's why they're insolvent. So if Binance came in and took this over, the benefit would have been, okay, Binance gets to own an American licensed brokerage exchange. And it's hard to get those licenses, especially for foreign companies. So this would have been kind of a way for Binance to both help the consumer while simultaneously maybe getting some U.S. exposure and whatever. So that was the kind of idea, mainly to kind of get Binance involved. And then FTX went and made claims in the background. I don't know if it was Sam or who did this, but went and said, hey, look, these Binance people should not be included in this. They're foreigners. They are going to get too much access to American customers, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they're, partly Chinese, who knows? They did this whole deal. And I think somehow or another, Binance was excluded from the table as potentially being bidders in that Voyager deal. So this is how Sam and FTX or whoever pissed off the the Binance folks. And so that's the context behind the tweet that CZ made, that, these people are kind of like lobbying against them. They should have been unified. They should have had like a fair chance to bid on this thing. But instead, they went this route and pushed back against Binance. So, of course, now Binance has like I don't know what it was, like $500 million worth of FTT or whatever. I don't know what it's worth now. But, at this point, like when FTX is sort of under distress, and of course, Alameda, which also is owned by the same people, owns a fair amount of Solana. And apparently FTX was, I guess, borrowing against or has a lot of debt against the FTT token, which is insane. Like they use their own token as leverage. And so now it's like if Binance decides to sell FTT, which pretty much they have to, like, right? Because what are they going to do? Let their own $500 million sort of go to zero? That doesn't make sense. So like they're going to say they're going to potentially sell. So Binance could have just sold without announcing anything. That's one possibility. But then they're essentially trading against their own customers, which looks really bad, right? So because like there's customers on Binance that probably own FTT. There's people that own like maybe long and short positions and whatever, right? So it looks bad if they don't say anything because they'd be trading against their own folks. On the other hand, if they make it transparent, it looks like they're going to war against, FTX or whatever. So the problem is like, there's no way it comes out okay, whether they say something, whether they don't say something, right? This is the problem with, by the way, cryptocurrency related transparency. People talk about transparency, but the reality is like, no matter what you say, you're saying something, right? You're moving the market, you're causing chaos. You'll be accused of something no matter what you do, which is why I think like, I don't know, like governance boards and all this other stuff is largely bullshit in crypto, because like it doesn't matter what you do, a big enough size and the central actors become at risk. Anyway, so that's what's going on. And then FTX, I don't know, with this.
Cephii, did it surprise you that like CZ, said he would like take like 6 months to sell the position? 6 months is a long time, right? He could have dumped you, but he's like, no. Is it like continued sell pressure to screw Sam into the ground? I
don't think so. I think the problem is if he can't dump it all at once, right? Because then Sam would be really screwed into the ground. So on the other hand, the users, like if he dumps on his, like if he sells all at once, right, the market's going to dump, and anyone on Binance that of his own customers that own FTT are going to get screwed. So there's no right answer to that, right? So if he telegraphs, say, okay, I didn't see the tweet about 6 months, by the way, but if he said that, that's more reassuring to, that's in a way more reassuring than saying, well, we're not going to, than saying we're going to dump right now. So I don't know what the right answer is, but like, there's nothing you can do now.
The word on the street, Cephii, the word on the street from what I'm hearing is it's like a three-pronged situation.
Yep.
It's the political donations from Sam. It's the attack into Africa from FTX. Obviously, they're very I've said this tonight 3 times. If anybody doesn't know the overtness of like FTX moving in Africa aggressively very recently, that is a massive cause of concern for CZ because he wants Africa.
Well, I think CZ's got plenty of power either way. I don't think competition in Africa, to me, that's like the least of the issues. This is something that FTX sort of did to themselves. And here's another thing too, so Alameda is kind of a hedge fund, and I think they're involved with Solana and some other things. And then there's also this FTX thing. I don't know how much commingling there is between those two companies. I have no idea. But typically in the United States, at least, exchanges, like brokerages and market makers and different components of the financial system, by regulations are forced to be separate entities. You can't own both. I don't know, if you're a Fidelity, you're a brokerage, you can't also own market making services, for example, Citadel or something. And the reason for that is because you don't want to be in a situation where you're trading against your own customers. Does this make sense? So this is some of the shenanigans going on here with Binance, is that on the one hand, there's a lot of commingling of these ideas, and this is why it becomes like a regulatory. Well, the reason why regulations exist is to prevent a tremendous amount of like insider trading and stuff with these types of huge amounts of insider knowledge, right? Because CZ obviously has like market moving power with not only what he says, but like what he does. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and I think the important also, Cephii, the FTT, isn't that their utility token on their exchange?
Exactly. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know the full tokenomics of it, by the way. I don't know
I don't either. Yeah.
But I do know that like it is so the usual use of these exchange tokens is like discounts and stuff if you trade with that. But the reality, like a lot of the reason why those tokens went up this last 2 years, like Voyager, Cell token, and all this is like this exchange token idea became like a big popular thing for the last 2 years. But it's like totally speculative, price action. Like the token's not worth whatever the fuck it's worth right now. Maybe, like if it was worth $100 million,
like VGX, for example, like with the when all the liquidity gets sucked out, the VGX token just goes to zero. Yeah, I mean,
right. It just keeps on dumping. So like the exchange tokens were kind of a popular experiment, but clearly way more. Like someone posted a tweet about this very specifically. He's like, wait, so the best thing I can do by holding FTT is getting like a, 0.3% discount on my trades or something. And the worst thing that could happen is my FTT can go to zero. Like, let me think about this. Like, let me think about that. He posted like a little matrix, a thought matrix of which one of these am I going to do? And it's
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was FTX, if it was some type of their stable or not. I haven't looked that much into it, but I know Binance has BUSD, but I don't think it's the same thing. I'm not sure. I don't know. Robo, do you know that much about FTT?
Yeah, I don't know if it's inflationary or what. Like, what are the features of it? But who knows?
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter anyway, because when the price starts going down, the grand scheme of things, like it was a speculative name play, right? It was like, okay, the brand of FTT or FTX is popular, like, it's sponsoring everything. It's going to go up, right? It's like that. It's more of a speculative thing. And you don't even own stock when you own FTT. This is the other problem, by the way, with exchange tokens like KuCoin or FTT or Voyager or whatever. It's like, even if the company did really well, there's no translation of company success into the token. So it's not even a decent security. It's like a overpriced utility token that makes no sense at all.
I'd like to know the difference with Osmosis though, because I think the Osmosis tokenomics is a little different. I don't know if Timmy, Timmy, that'd be a good Spark Wednesday night conversation.
Osmosis, remember though, Osmosis is a LP pairing token too. So it's very different than FTT.
Are you there, Timmy?
My mic work. Hello?
Yeah, hey.
My mic does work. You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
You're good.
Cool. What's going on, guys? I tried to speak a couple times before, but I thought it wasn't working. I'm on my computer right now in an emulator just because I'm multitasking.
Yeah, so hey, quick question. The FTT token, what do you know about it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was up all night just watching the charts.
Were you shorting that thing? Did you make like 10K last night shorting it or what?
I made a little bit of money shorting it. I have some pretty strict rules I set for myself on like playing with leverage. I've been a naughty boy in past, so very small amounts, but
it's not their stable, right? It's not a stable coin.
No, it's the FTT. FTT is like like BNB or
it's used for exchange fees. Yeah, it's what's traded on the platform. It's what you pay exchange fees in, right? To me, yeah.
I think that's its own. I was actually just about to ask if it has any uses other than that.
No, that's it.
It's basically BNB 1.0. Like BNB's first feature that it ever added, or reason for buying it, is that if you held BNB in your Binance account, you would get a lower fee bracket on all of your trades, and it would be paid in that BNB. So you'd be paying less, and in this token that is hopefully accruing value too. And then, of course, obviously down the road, they added all sorts of shit, like an entire network that runs on BNB. But yeah, I think FTT is literally just just for fees on FTX.
Yeah, and FTT is just the ERC20 token too. There's nothing fancy about it.
Correct. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Did anybody see like Kobe yesterday? Kobe must have had some serious money on FTX, because very quickly he changed his tone. If anyone wants to go back and look at his tweets, and you'll see how the tone changed very, very quickly. I was like, this guy's got some serious money on there. Then I saw the Lido. Then I saw the Lido. See the Lido trade earlier. I don't know if anything's happened. Cephii, I've been in those spaces for an hour.
It's interesting in that, he was involved with Lido originally, right? And he sort of slipped away from that, and he's like, I'm not involved with this anymore. And of course, FTX was sponsoring Up Only with him and what's his name? The little show. Yeah, Ledger, where it was a funny show. It was a pretty decent show actually, and everything. But he had this FTX sponsorship on there, and then he slowly stopped doing those shows. I'm not sure. I didn't follow the drama as far as Alameda's just sold loads of LDO earlier. I'm sure Alameda, when I was on the spaces, I'm sure an hour and a half, he's just shipped loads of Lido mined. Cheap. But Kobe, I don't know if he's being negative on FTX because objectively he has to be, because he was on every other project that went downhill, or whether he really separated from them in a sense because he didn't want to do the show anymore, because maybe he was suspecting some concerns or whatever. He couldn't. He stepped
away from Lido, dude. He stepped away from Lido ages ago. I remember when I first got into crypto, late 2020, Kobe was stepping away from Lido back then.
Right, 2020 or so, yeah. But I wonder if maybe he's this is the reason why I have not been interested when people send me these weird offers well, do you want to get paid to do this, or do you want to get I don't know, hired to do such and such? I'm like, fuck no, I don't want to do any of that shit. Because as soon as you are stuck with responsible for other people, other companies or whatever, now you're a spokesman or whatever, you can't say what you want anymore. So I have maintained sort of one is general anonymity, and generally not getting too stuck with one thing or the other, just because of this reason. You wind up being beholden to somebody or another. So I think that's why he might have stepped away.
Cephii, fuck that. Imagine having to work for a crypto project. Fuck that shit. It's much better just having fun. It's much better having fun, no?
Yeah, that's why I'm if there's some interesting projects and people are willing to sort of build, some ideas that we have, it's one thing. But sitting around actually doing a project, get out of here. It's not worth the time, I think. And also just, if people hire you, you're now beholden to them, and you're going to have a hard time saying anything negative against them, because you're going to be, you're kind of on their payroll, so to speak, right? So then you'll get attacked by whoever you're working for if you say anything negative. It's not like you're going to, be helped by being a whistleblower or something if something goes bad. So, getting dragged into those things just
Cephii, why do I feel though I'm a microscopic experiment of the crypto world? Why do I feel like crypto is like me in my personal life, my job, what I do, just get on my business like yourself? Why do I feel this is just one huge big social experiment, and we're all that's what it is. Simulation, dude. Huh?
That is kind of what it is. It's that Luna in a nutshell was a financial experiment. And a lot of all this technology is all beta. It's all it's like we're the rats and they're testing on us, Robo. Is that what you feel like sometimes?
But why do raccoons keep weathering the storm? This is what I can't believe in my analogy. The guys built the ship they hit the champagne on the side, right? We've got this cruise liner. We're sailing away into the sunset, to be enjoyed for many years by thousands of people, right? And the guys that built the ship are the captains, and they're steadying the ship as we go through the storms. I don't know. Mia, you probably know what I mean. It's kind of like something special to be part of Raccoons when you look at the overall like landscape of crypto and NFTs and blah blah blah. Yeah, like it's quite a nice community to be in. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, because like we've got the chain snipers and the ninjas that are helping us figure out what the heck's really going on. And that's the hard part for someone new coming in. It's like you don't know the levels of what's happening behind the scenes. And I'm not just talking within Cosmos, but you know, it's like there's a lot of stuff going on. It's like it takes a while to understand it. Like, yeah, the validators, their commissions, they're selling most of those because they're running a business. You know, if you don't understand that, that's like entry level stuff. First, you got to figure it out. Yeah, validators are running a business.
Does Cephii know it? Where does Cephii know that Rama's like just setting fire to friends validator? Cephii? Fucking Rama's really, dude. Rama's really got it in for friends validator. Like he's setting fire to the entire industry.
Who is friends validator and what is
it's one of the they're in the top 10, Cephii. They're in the top 10. And the issue is, I think, with what Rama we were
number
talking
two, Mia, the number two.
Well, I didn't know they were
in the top 10.
Yeah.
The number two.
I didn't know they were that high up. The issue is,
so guys, go to Rama's sorry, Mia, I do apologize. Go to Rama's timeline, guys, while we're talking. Find where he's been talking for a very long time about these emoji fucking rocket moon boy tweets, right? He's really pissed off, yeah. Rama's incredibly pissed off right now that friends are at number 2 when they contribute nothing. Apart from a few tweets, they do nothing, right? Few rocket emojis. Look at what some of the others, like Highlander or Null, or like look at the other guys. Like, look at what they're doing. Golden ratio, right? Guys, these guys are like there's validators that are deploying code regularly, updates, blah blah blah, PRs, whatever. Yeah, there's people that are just not.
Yeah.
Friends are the top dude. Friends are the worst.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
SparkIBC. Oh, who said that? Oh,
shout out to Spark. They do a lot of work. And Rama even actually put a tweet out saying, like, look, these validators are doing a lot of useful stuff in the ecosystem behind the scenes. Go ahead and validate to them. But like, and we said this earlier, it's like, you know, with friends, it's like, we understand it's competitive and they're trying to get delegations. You know, they set up this restaking app where you could restake with them. And like, you know, about 3 months ago, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just set friends validator, restake my Wawa, you know, it'll be real easy. But then it's like, okay, all I'm doing is sending them more Wawa. You know, it's like these restake apps, people need to understand. It's like the validators love these because they can get you to just restake your coins on auto to them. But is restaking a good feature? Yeah, it's great. But
how much do they sell? Wait, how much do they sell every day while you're restaking? How much are they selling?
And that's what I was saying.
For some chains, like the less profitable ones and smaller validators, the validator is actually eating cost to provide restake as a service, because we pay the gas fee on every time you do the claiming and redelegating. So it's not actually like wholly beneficial. It is only as beneficial to the validator as it is to the user. And then on the lower end, far more so to the user than the validator.
Yeah. So anyways, just to go back to your what we were talking about, Robo, it's like, yeah, it is a lot of this stuff is financial experiments, but with the communities, once you get in communities that, you know, people who understand really what's going on can help walk you through the landmines. Crypto is all about not getting wrecked. Or when you get beat down, like, you know, like what happened to a lot of the lunatics, I see a lot of the lunatics coming back and they're still engaged. And you know what? That just shows me that they're strong on the inside as a human being. Because when you can lose 50% of your net worth, but still come back and still participate, that means no matter what the hell life hands you, you're going to get back up on your feet, you know? And that's what is important, you know, with strong community. But, you know, it's also like knowing that people are in the same boat with you, even when the storm comes, that's what is really makes you strong. We were talking about that a little bit earlier.
I think, Mia, I think there's people present, right, maybe yourself, who weren't on the spaces back in like April. I think it was like April, the RAC spaces, when we're like little Degens, not giving a fuck, right? And Rama like did an overview of if Gaines was here, he'd tell me. I think it was the first 33 or 35 like validators on Juno. And like literally out of like the top like 33, 35, right? 10 of them had ethical behavior. 22 or 23, their behavior was fucking disgusting. And by disgusting, I mean in regards to their self-bonded stake, right? Which was like pathetic, right? A Cosmos Station wallet, friends, few others. There's a lot of people to talk about if no one listened to Rama giving us he's got a spreadsheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
We discovered we had disgusting behavior a long time ago, and it should never be off the table. Wait a minute, Mia. Good evening, Bruce. We are blessed. We have Coach Bruce, mind. We're blessed here, mind. Blessed.
Yeah, welcome up, Coach.
Okay.
Welcome.
I just realized, by the way, what Gaines was talking about. That wasn't me that moved funds from Cosmos Spaces to LiLGainzz on Cosmos. That was a relative, actually, who likes to listen to Bruce.
we know wasn't. Cephii, we know wasn't. We're just taking the piss.
Yeah, I was like, who is that? I was like, yeah, that's my sister-in-law.
Cephii, you know raccoons are going to try to rug raccoons, right? Like we rug it. Cephii knows we rug each other like all day long. Like he knows, like we just fucking. Bruce has probably got an opinion on raccoons, actually. Bruce, do you like raccoons? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but like, can we address that to start with? Cephii, have you caused some kind of war between LiLGainzz and Cosmos Spaces?
Apparently, because remember I told you my sister-in-law had a shit ton of Atom, and she sort of moved it all of a sudden to LiLGainzz, so now you fucked them up, so there you go. Because they fell out of active sets, so now we got to fix that shit now.
Bye, sister-in-law.
Oh, Bruce, come on.
I don't know. When I hear you speak, Cephii, it's like I get like my dog ate my homework vibes. You know what I mean? I don't think it's sister-in-law. I think it's your wallets.
Yeah, man, Cephii. He's gone silent. He's some Bruce coming in there.
100% of my Atom is now in the inactive set. So thanks to whoever did that.
No, the sister-in-law did the right thing. You've got to support LiLGainzz. LiLGainzz can bring an enormous amount of fundamental value to the cosmos.
Bruce, did you sleep with his sister-in-law?
I don't want to address that now. Let's address raccoons. Yeah, I'm a big fan of raccoons. I really like them.
I'm not a fan of the Interchain Foundation. And I think those fucking plebs in Switzerland need to sort their fucking life out and decide what's going on. And I think SparkIBC and Cosmos Spaces, I think y'all, if you're listening on the replay, you plebs, need to put some respect on them fucking names. People out there doing things, man, like Notional, and you've just got plebs sitting by, like friends, validator, putting a fucking cheesecake fucking NFT on Omniflix. Are you fucking joking me? Take a fucking walk, man. I'm sick of this. Blood-sucking Bruce. I'm sick of the blood-sucking culture, man, of fucking Ceto that I see and the others and the rest of them, mate. A conference every other fucking week. Bruce, Bruce is the only one that could probably, like, talk me out of this, like, mental mayhem, madness situation that I'm in right now. Bruce, I'm struggling, bro. Can you help me? Because Bruce is a nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, I really like raccoons. I'll tell you one thing I really like about them, Rob. When a raccoon, do you know much about raccoons? I'm sure you do. You've got little raccoon emojis. One of the best things, in my opinion, about raccoons is that they are like one of the best pets in the world as adolescents and as juveniles. But then they suddenly hit a certain age, adulthood. I think it's like 2.5, 3 years or something, or maybe it's less than that, maybe like 1.5 years or so. And suddenly it's like they wake up in the morning and they just leave the fucking house. Like if they've been allowed to roam in the backyard for the previous year, and if they've been super affectionate for the previous year, they wake up one day, their adulthood, and they just fucking leave. They run off and never come back. So they have.
However, Bruce, however, wait. However, that is much better than a cat's performance, because a cat will only last to about 4. I mean, if you get a cat past like 4 months, 5 months, if you've got a tree in the garden and you let that motherfucker out and you haven't clipped these balls, Bruce, I've had 2 cats. Listen, Bruce, I've had 2 of them, right? I love them. Got them as like kittens with the puppies. They loved each other, blah, blah, blah. And then 6 months old, they ran up the tree, jumped over the wall and fucked off, man. The first one, I found them. I've told this story like a few times before, yeah. The first one there was Leo. Now, he was called Leo, right, because he looked like a leopard, yeah. But Leo happens to be like the #1 selling beer in Thailand. So when we lost him, it was pissing down and rain, and I was driving around my village on the motorbike, and I was like, Leo, money man, like trying to tell him to come, money man, like Pasataya. Dude, I've never been more down fucking horrendous in my fucking life, man. I was 6 a.m. in the morning, driving around the village, calling out the name of the most popular beer in Thailand. Not a good look, but I found the cunt the first time, brought him home, and then about 2 weeks later, dude, he fucking scarpered up that tree. He was gone. The cunt, man. Cats are right ungrateful bastards. I don't know about raccoons. I haven't had one. Dogs, I'm a dog man. No, dogs are faithful as fuck, man. Your dogs, you could fucking open the door, they'll stay there now.
Dogs every day.
Oh, dude. Cats have, well, Bruce will tell you this. Bruce is a psychologist in the room. Bruce, dogs have owners, cats have staff. Is that right, Bruce?
Yeah, that's one of those things that middle-aged women say a lot. The middle-aged women also say stuff like a cat would rather you move out than them move house.
So am I turning? I mean, I'm fucking 46, Bruce. I'm divorced, living on my own like a pleb. Am I turning into a middle-aged woman, do you think, or something?
I think so, yeah. You're saying the kind of things they say to each other when they're, meeting up for a cup of tea or something. You know what I mean? Like,
can you give me some coaching? Can you give me some coaching where I can be cool like Rama or fucking Cephii? Can that happen? I mean, can you imagine the smell if like Bruce was like giving Robo like the old cunt like tips on like how to be fucking a bit cooler? Because, dude, I joined your spaces before. I loved you. I loved Cephii. I loved Ava. I thought Ava was fucking class. Like, she's a right chip off the old block. And there, I've been listening to you with Jade with the NFTs and having a laugh. And he's a fucking cool dude. You, maybe I'm a pleb, am I? Maybe Bruce thinks I'm a pleb. I don't know.
No, I'm open and receptive.
Bruce, he's mad, isn't he? He knows loads of shit, though. Bruce, did you ask what's happening with Lunacy? Because raccoons want to come on Lunar Classic, and we want to get IBC enabled. Fucking sharpish. We're fucking pissed right off of you cunts over there. Can you sort our life out? Can we fucking come and suck liquidity or what? What's happening, Bruce? Fucking sort me life out.
I'm trying to allow you to suck it out. But the main thing right now is like the core devs. Have you followed the Lunacy thing? The core devs just need to get funded, basically. And they're having
are the plebs or not? I mean, on your degree of like plebness, where would you put the Lunacy? It's not is it the devs or the validators? I thought it was the validators, no? The validators need to kick in IBC, right? Surely.
I don't know. Cephii will know better.
There's development stuff that's being fixed to make all that reconnect. I think Osmosis fixed their part, and I think the classic chains just have to finish. It'll get done, I think.
So what's Jacob doing? I need to know this. It's important. I mean, Jacob's doing work. Nice. I've heard this.
He's helping them a little bit. Yeah, they have a little group, a little Twitter group and stuff, and they're meeting up periodically on Zoom calls or whatever. They're working on it.
Cephii, do you want Racøøn.bet on Lunacy? Do you want us over there?
Yeah, why not? Sounds perfectly fine to me.
We don't, Bruce, we don't invade, we infest. We don't invade, we infest. Us raccoons were fucking class. Timmy, you like the switch to Hua? Apparently I say it fucking wrong. All the Americans like hua. Timmy, did you see raccoons?
It's Chihuahua. Timmy, have you paid attention what's going on with Chihuahua?
A little bit, not how it pertains to the raccoons though. Fill me in.
What the fuck is it here? The castle's coming out this week. Fucking Jesus.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah, man. W20,
like Fortis?
Fortis is going to redo it on Chihuahua chain.
I knew that.
And they're going to start burning like all kinds of stuff down. I don't know. But since Chihuahua chain, their CW20s, the devs with Raccoon are doing the lottery. So you can do Raccoon lottery on Chihuahua now, and like the fees on Chihuahua are nothing. So we're going to ask the Chihuahua chain to help fund some lotteries with their community pool. So it's just another way of reaching out and having some fun with the meme coin, you know?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
But
Chihuahua is such an interesting project.
It's not a meme coin. Yeah. It's a meme coin that has its own blockchain. That's what makes it separate from all the other dog coins, you know?
Yeah. I'm really interested to see if that matters in the long term.
Raccoon's getting the grant. But today, myself, Rama.
I took some of my random Cosmos yields. I bought some Chihuahua chain or whatever, so I can keep an eye on it. And then I joined the gang, I think like Home and some of the other people that like the chain or whatever and enjoy the meme coin thing. I was trying to like provide them with some maybe little advice about how to sort of, I don't know, make the thing go up, I guess, because that's the whole point of a meme chain is attention. So we'll see. They're coming up with some different ideas and, trying to build that up. I don't know exactly with those types of projects, though, like, you have usually like an initial team and then you release something, the thing goes parabolic. I have no idea like how much team tokens people have and did they dump on the community. I don't know anything about the nuances of the whole thing, right? So sometimes what happens is like, it's funny, like initially you'll have a centralized team. They may have certain numbers of tokens. I don't know what the tokenomics of this one is. The price will go up, the team will sell, and then the price goes down, and then the so-called community has to fix and make the price go back up, which is an interesting paradigm. But I think, like, I don't know. Bruce and I were talking about this yesterday. I think what people really want is a token that has like no team tokens whatsoever. I don't know how the layout of the Chihuahua token like distribution actually works. Do any of you guys know?
There's a lot of it. That's all I know.
No, but I mean, like, is there there's a community pool? Is there like a team pool? Is there an investing periods? Like any of that shit? I don't know.
You can get into the Wawa DAO and read some of it. I think Timmy, correct me if I'm wrong. Like it was an initial airdrop to all the Atom holders, but I think the dev team had some of it. I don't know. I don't have the documents in front of me.
100% up.
Say it again.
I don't know any details though. Yeah.
There's always this like counterbalance between, do you want a team that is funded and therefore like the token price goes up and now the developers have like funding to do their work? Should these kinds of things be more like voluntary where the tokenomics is like 100% favoring community? But at that point, like, is the community going to be strong enough to build a development team and all that shit? So like, it's no matter what you do, there's like a series of problems. My suspicion for this meme coin type of shit is like, you want it to have no team whatsoever. you want it to have the token needs to actually do nothing to a large extent, and should not be susceptible to like governance and this and that and the other thing. That's why I think in some ways Doge, as dumb as it seems, like has some merit in this regard. Like all you have to do is focus on the memes, and any community like memes that happen, token price goes up. And the only thing with Doge was like the initial dude, I think, has a ton of it. But I don't think he's dumped on the Doge community at all.
He got rid of it before it went up. He's so depressed. The man who made Doge sold his entire stack before the big pump.
So anyway,
he's this man.
Yeah, but like maybe that's part of the drive that made it go up, right? Because as soon as you realize, wait a minute, this is like a community chain and there's nobody to dump on me anymore, then the chances of people jumping in might be higher.
Yeah, I actually think it's popular more so for the reason Bitcoin and Litecoin are than for the meme side of it. I think the meme side of it certainly caused the like explosive growth periods, and that's not even really the memes. That's just like the hype and FOMO.
The tokenomics, though, to me, the tokenomics of Huahua were horrific when they came out. I can't remember, guys. Like it was like something like 66% for the team. 66% for the team. It was horrible, man.
I set up just because the APYR was so high. I set up, this was like before Restake or anything was out. I literally downloaded some like, I think it's a program you'd use for video games to like automate clicking and farming something. And so I basically just set up a laptop that claimed Huahua like manually and reinvested it every like 10 seconds and just.
Yeah, what was it worth to me? To me at the height, the airdrop.
Thanks for checking out another episode of The Ether. That was part 1 of the 2-part RAC FM episode 2, recorded on Tuesday, November 8th, 2022. For TerraSpaces.org, I'm Finn. Thanks for listening. And if you want to keep listening, head on over to TerraSpaces.org/donate and show some support. Now with more Spark Points, thanks to SparkIBC. Sneaking through back alleys on a little cosplay, Broadway all day, looking like the wrong way. Resuscitating major players in the waiting room, sifting through the paperwork while I be debating fools. Breaking rules, breaking bad, like we always wait for doom. Slayed a few in my early years, off beneath the shrooms, sitting in the dark, waiting for the daily news to let us know what we should believe as the latest truth. Stay aloof, writing rhymes in the studio, trying to keep it well lit like filming a movie roll. Sorting through support from your endorsements, of course we're tripping balls, handing reports in. The latest proof ain't a way to move, change the view. Just a bunch of peckerheads living in a chicken coop, picking at the dinner, finger licking like the plate is good. So kick it for a minute, then show me what that thing could do. 2 + 2. Show me what that thing could do. 2 + 2. Show me what that thing could do. 2 + 2. Show me what that thing could do. 2 + 2. Big thinking energy always gets the best of me when I kick it in the lab, messing with new recipes. Gotta mix and mash, flip the latch, letting rhythm scratch. Dope shit, spitting facts with my vision smash. Big trip aristocrats, dishing out a list of trash. Missing wisdom, this fish is too big to catch. Better let the missus know where you hid the stash. Watch your next step, bro, before you hit the traps. Walking on eggshells, tripping over landmines, and I'm about done dealing with these damn lies. Man, I'm looking at this planet like a franchise, chastising the digging holes in the back 9. The latest proof ain't a way to move, change the view. Just a bunch of peckerheads living in a chicken coop, picking at the dinner, finger licking like the plate is good. So kick it for a minute, then show me what that thing could do. 2 + 2. Show me what that thing could do. 2 + 2. Show me what that thing could do. 2 + 2. Show me what that thing could do. 2 + 2. TerraSpaces.